Main event mama's bringing the heat. Talking life, love, and the wrestling beat. Step in the ring with the real ones, me, mic in hand. Yeah, we on repeat. Yeah. Tag team champs of the everyday grind. Body slammed out, leave them behind. From the school runs to the grocery lines. Still got time to drop these rhymes. Late night chats over spilled tea. Wrestling moves in reality. Balance it all like it's destiny. Mama life is the legacy. Main event mamas, we run this show. From the ropes to the roads, watch it glow. Real talk, real love, real highs, real lows. Main event mamas, let the good vibes flow. Got a suplex for the drama, pin for the stress, flipping scripts. Yeah, we do it the best. Relationships, goals, what's next on the list? Life's a match, and we never miss. Late bell nights, but we're wide awake. Dreams on lock, no time for fake. This is the hustle, the give and take. Championship belts made of love we make. Better than mamas. Better than mamas. Better than mamas. Better than mamas. Main event mamas bringing the heat. Talking life, love, and the wrestling beat. Step in the ring with the real ones, me, mic in hand. Yeah, we on repeat. Yeah. Tag team champs of the everyday grind. Body slammed out, leave them behind. From the school runs to the grocery lines. Still got time to drop these rhymes. Late night chats over spilled tea. Wrestling moves in reality. Balance it all like it's destiny. Mama life is the legacy. Main event mamas, we run this show from the road.
Welcome. I'm Kiara.
Hi, Nisha. Do it every time.
And I'm Kevin.
And you're now entering the sister chat, the midday version of us. Welcome. Definitely.
Yes, midday.
Sorry.
I mean, it's been a long week. I feel like we still been watching wrestling up until, I feel like it's been double, triple the wrestling for us for some time now. Hung tight. Now roll with it. We are live on TikTok, on Facebook, on X, on YouTube, and Twitch. So, welcome everyone. To let you know how this is going to go, because we got to start with Love Island, because I need to tell y'all what I learned about relationships in the last week. Because, y'all, I learned some things that I feel like everyone should learn. And then we are going to knock through the entire weekend of wrestling. We are talking Ashay. We are talking TNA. We are talking NXT. We are talking WWE. And we are talking AEW. So if you sit tight, y'all going to get it all. I know we have so much to talk about, Candace. Welcome. You never miss a show. We love you. And there's 3 of us today. Kevin's back. So we're about to, get it in. And with that, I want to remind you before we get started, this is your opportunity to hit that subscribe button wherever you are currently watching or listening to us. We are a podcast, but you can also find us on YouTube. And as well as that, you want to make sure that you are following us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, basically all the channels I said before. Wherever you see Main Event Mama's podcast, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And with that, can we talk about Love Island? Because I have thoughts and feelings, and I am struggling. And I know, of all 3 of us, I'm the one who put us in this situation.
You did. So you did.
I did. But I feel like we learned a lot about relationships this week. About what not to do. About putting your people through tests, if you will. About
maybe don't set them up for failure.
About the lack of trust that can exist for good reason. Melanie, you not crazy, girl.
I always knew that. I believed in that. They talked smack about you, but I didn't.
They did. I did, because I was like, you tripping. But then I had seen the way Sincere had moved, and I knew that she wasn't wrong. But she just wasn't holding to her guns, which is where I'm gonna hold her feet to the fire. Because you gotta stand tall. You can't just, tell them they didn't treat you right and stay around. That don't work. If you do that, you will fail. Your relationship will fail. It will all fail. And you'll feel like, this is my fault. And sidebar, it's a little your fault because you stayed when you could have. Especially if they've shown you a pattern. But anyway, let's follow the script so that we get that going. I had to get that out. I had to get that going because there's just a lot of thoughts and feelings. Y'all know, me and Love Island, I'm about to fight with somebody. Anyway. Also, happy 4th of July weekend, everybody. Hope you're enjoying the insanely hot temperatures that are keeping me inside. And our fireworks that are going to be happening. Be safe. That too. Yes. All right, let's talk this new segment called Love Island Villa Tea. Yep. I did that for y'all. Because we got to have a way to talk through this. So, first question for you guys. After watching this week, are we Team KC or Team Aniya? Are we team they both need to go home? What team we on? I don't know.
I mean, go ahead, Kevin.
No, I feel like overall that whole saga has been a lot to watch. I do feel that KC definitely came not full circle, but I feel like he did own up to it a little bit more. I'm not Team KC though, not gonna lie. I do feel the way he moved was very shady, unnecessarily. But then on the other hand, Miss Aniya, she handled things very raw, very emotional, very in your face. So hopefully she finds love with Carl. We'll see what happens, but I would have to say I'm Team Aniya for this one.
All right, Sneisha, gotta give your 2 cents.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna say I'm Team Aniya because the whole catalyst, I think, once seeing what happened and once it really like hit, it was more so like she was more annoyed with the disrespect, not the fact that you actually was trying to explore a connection. And I think that's what was being missed by KC. I think KC was just like, no one picked me, like the victim and all the other stuff. And it was just like, I get you, but it was the way you disrespected. And I think the movie night was the way for him to really see what was being perceived and how it was and what they saw to realize, oh, okay. Now I get why you're mad. And then, I think that was like an eye opener. And it's also like, you still like her and you're trying to act like you don't. That's the problem.
Yeah. I think that's where I don't even want to say because as I was watching not Melanie, who was it? Kenzie this week, she said 675 times. So we gonna hold that word. Hold that word. We're gonna take a breath so we don't say it. But I felt the way both of them handled that situation was awful. I understood why Aniya was angry though, and she had every right to be because he was very, very disrespectful. But when he came back with TT, you didn't quite know how disrespectful he was, is my point. So it goes to reason that it makes sense why he assumed she was mad because he came back with a connection. Because she did, and she was. She chose to believe herself instead of what was really going on out here in the world and say, I'm really falling, I'm not loving, but I feel Casey and he'll pick me. And he didn't. And to be fair, she did throw tantrums or cry whenever he tried to explore anyone. So I understood that he felt trapped in his situation a little bit. Now, could he have been a grown up and had that conversation? Probably. But he seems like the type who wants to just be pleasing people and not be in the center of the drama. And I think that's what caused him to be the center of the drama. And I thought his final acknowledgement of like, I really messed up in a real way and I like can own what I did and said was important. I think it was an important lesson for anyone, but especially Black men, because y'all don't like to apologize. Just saying, y'all don't like to apologize. You know what I
I
mean?
said they sure don't.
I'll be on here, but see, it was you,
sure
but it
don't.
was me, but it was you. Like, yeah. So I felt like his final apology felt truthful and honest and real, and I was really proud of him for doing that. And I was also proud of her for realizing like you did something wrong. Why were you standing up yelling at him? I think the other girls were egging her on in a way too, which was groupthink. And I'm like, Aniya, I really like challenge you to not fall into the pattern. But we saw it do other things. You know, we're gonna get into more movie night, so we saw it happen in other ways. But certainly when it was your turn to speak, no one should have been speaking for you. You had every right to be like, grandma, fam, grandma. That's crazy work. And if I was Carl, would turn me off a little bit. But what did remedy that a little bit was her coming back and telling him, you know what? I messed up and I should not have stood in your face. And that is not in my character. And I felt like that was a really important thing for her to do because it's, first of all, not something all the other girls are going to do because Kinsey could have did a little bit there. But also because it shows that she's more mature than what we were seeing in the villa. So that was what I was really proud of that moment. You know who else we need to put on this? We need to put them on trial today. TT.
Oh.
Can we talk about TT?
Sure.
Who is TT? And when I say that, I'm going to tell you why. Tiara is her name. But she plays every side. I was like, did the producers put her in here to be like be messy? Because she picks sides at random. I'm Team KC. You boys, y'all said all this to me. So y'all can't be over here talking about you didn't. On the other hand, Aniya over here crying, snicker, snicker. Like, and then at the end for her to be like, oh, guys, I'm sorry. For what exactly? For you talking out of turn at the bonfire, at the recoupling, for you snickering while Aniya was over there having a moment and momentous breakdown, or for snickering when you got to see it again? Because she seems real grimy. And yeah, that's all I was going to say.
She seems like she's in it for herself, regardless of anybody else's feelings. And she's just playing the sides to get to stay.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, I also would like to say, I think she is one of those that goes after things that she wants, even if it is at the cost of someone else's hurt. Right? Because when she came in at Casa, she was all like, that's who I'm coming after. I'm coming after him. Ain't gonna be nothing, da 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 da. And sure enough, she busted wide open and got him, right? Because that's what he was missing, right? He was missing that what?
Physical.
I said it.
Physical touch. You said busted
I
all wide. I didn't know that she was busted all wide open. I didn't know. My apologies.
Well, that's what it looked like on TV. Okay, it looked like you just.
It did.
Busted it wide open, and then proceeding when you went to go do when they go in the makeup and stuff, and she proceeded to say other things. Okay, so it was like.
She did, and not the movie night catching all the drama in the makeup room. Okay, so she was like, "That wasn't me. That was Sydney." Like,
I'm gonna use the term "busted wide open" because that's all you were thinking about, busted it wide open because you were watching it from home and you're like, "Oh, that's one thing you're missing. Oh, I'm gonna give it to you." I mean, you just show me from one pick me to another pick me. You sure did do the pick me.
Aw.
Just saying. And I think I ain't gonna say I'm that pick me, but I'm just saying. But you know, she definitely was like, "You're gonna pick me," and this is what if I gotta do whatever I gotta do to make you pick me, it's gonna happen. But I do find it at movie night, you know, watching her smirk and all that stuff. It was just like it's one thing to be confident, it's another thing to be an ass.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, it was very off-putting to me. I'm like, I can't be friends with you. I think once they see this back, they're not going to be effing with TT. Well, I think once they see what we're seeing at home, I think we're going to see a whole different energy toward TT come the reunion. That is crazy. All right. I do want to talk about, this is your first year seeing Casa Amor, ladies.
Mm-hmm.
What were your impressions of Casa Amor?
Stress. Whole lot of it.
Anxiety. And just showing
Why are we doing this?
Mm-hmm. And
Good question.
Excuse the term, but showing how niggas are just niggas. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like, it wasn't all,
No. Okay, don't get me wrong, but yes, in the beginning they were all. They need like someone to lift their face up, wipe the drool, like.
Yeah, they had the googly eyes.
It was also like really, y'all never seen anybody fine. Like y'all just acting like this is just the epitome of fineness when there's even finer and badder chicks out there than them.
Fair. Casa Amor, I don't feel like it's usually this early, or maybe it's late in the season and it just doesn't feel late to me. But I would say it usually happens a little later because there are still bombshells to come. Crazy work, but there are still bombshells to come. So we'll see. I definitely feel like the producers, they turned it up a notch. And the fact they put cameras, they done captured every piece of footage they could before and after for movie night, which takes us to Sincere. But I ain't going to start this one off. I mean, kind of. I mean, I haven't seen someone have that many sins ever. But that's not true. I do watch Temptation Island. So that's not true. There were a couple threesomes happening at Netflix, so it's not true. But Sincere, what he did was diabolical. And I think because it was very calculated. So for each female that he liked who came in, he used the same terminology. He approached them the same way. He provided the same energy. Instead of just saying, like, I'm here for whatever. At least Gabrielle was here for whatever. At least Corbin, stay here for whatever. But Sincere was diabolical with that. And he was clearly playing with Melanie because we saw how many times did she take him back? How many times did he just have to apologize? And a part of me was like, at this point, Sincere, just be you. And I think, are you trying to be something else and that's why you're coming off this way? Or are you just a trash guy? Are you just a trash guy? I want to know. Because the things I was really happy that Soul got vindicated because I love that girl. And I was very upset that she was made to look like the fool and no one knew but us at home. And then Amora, I'm sorry, you got what you got because you knew better. So she don't get no sympathy here. You knew better. You was watching them episodes just like the rest of us. So you knew who you was messing with. But he led everybody on. And all to come back to Melanie and devastate that girl in a way I have never wanted to cry so badly, except, okay, Aniya made me cry too. But yeah, that girl and her tears had me messed up on Wednesday while we were sitting home waiting for the next episode. I was like, somebody get her a therapist. Because what he did was so calculated. And he always kept coming back to her. And for her to say, you keep doing this and you come back to me. And I'm the stupid one who takes you back. And for me, that reminds me a lot of just being a girl in a relationship, right? Like, I can forgive you and you always come back to me. And then I'm the one who feels stupid. But I keep forgiving you, expecting you to do different. And when she laid into him, it's like, when are you going to do better? When are you going to show me? And I was like, he's not. But if she don't stand on business and leave that boy alone, Melanie, you about to lose all the respect that I had built for you in the last week, because I definitely was talking junk about you last week, but I was feeling Miss Melanie during Casa. I ain't messing with you. I'm gonna talk to Corey. I'm gonna enjoy my life. I'm not gonna cry. And then if she don't stand on her morals for what happened with Sincere and say you need to lose me, and so you have. Because why everybody else telling him, bigging him up in there, talking about, oh, you could get her back. You do not deserve her. Period. You deserve to try and try and try, and she tell you no. Okay, I'm done with my soapbox. Very passionate about this.
Go ahead.
Thoughts? I'm done now.
Oh, I can go. Okay, it's fine. Sincere is not sincere. I feel like he feels like you can get an experience. You can get an experience. You get an experience. Yeah, everybody gets an experience.
You get to ride the Sincere train.
Everybody gets to. And then I'm going to lie to you, and I'm going to lie to you, and I'm going to play in your face, and you going to do, like, I really feel like it's a game to him. As it is. And he played the game. Like, be mad at the guy for being a boy. She knew better after Soul. Just gonna say.
Amora, girl, no sympathy. You gorgeous though. I will say that. That hair, that skin, you was
all of that. Because what are you doing? It wasn't gonna be any different with you.
She thought it was. We think
it wasn't though.
We all think it was.
I said we all think we're special and unique, and therefore he never would do this to me.
That's not how it works, unfortunately.
They will do whatever they get away with. I'm just telling y'all. If y'all out here and they will do whatever you let them get away with. So if you're one of those people that's like, I'll forgive you, they're gonna definitely do it again because you forgave them the last time. So they're gonna test your gangster, the way our kids do.
I do exactly true. I do feel like it was trying to push it as far as he could get it to see what he could get away with.
Yes.
And the fact that she was just like, but I just like him. And even like when she had the option with the letters to go a different route, or with Corey to go a different route, and she's just like, but I really like Sincere.
I mean, time out, because
the letters, no, because she was paired with Corbin, and she knew Corbin was still messing with
Kinsey.
So there was no need for her to write a letter to Corbin, because she knew Corbin wasn't going to write her a letter. She already knew. They had that discussion that they knew that they weren't going to mesh. They weren't going to be together. Like, it was just like, I already know you over here. I'm not even sleeping in the bed with you. Like she was. So we can't say the letters, because the letters we all knew who she was writing a letter to. The question was he going to write the letter back?
That's right. That was true. Was he going to write the letter back?
Like,
that's right.
All right, I'll let you have it. You got it.
I'm just saying. I mean, that was the worst.
But she still had ample opportunity, I feel like, to mend her ways, because she could have kept Corey. So here's the other piece about Casa. Nobody goes home at first. Well, she was really liking him at first. It felt like she liked him at first.
No.
You don't think so?
No. Remember, for one person who feels like me and her kind of similar, she didn't like him. She liked him for the simple fact that she was trying to open herself up to other possibilities.
But that wasn't the possibility.
He was putting it on too thick, and she didn't know what to do with that. So it kind of turned her off. She was happy.
But could that be a problem ultimately? Like, when someone treats you like crap, and somebody treats you good, like you're the most amazing thing that they've ever seen, it's sometimes hard to let them in. And I think sometimes that's a failure of us, of being like, this guy's too nice. I need a little struggle. I need a little toxicity.
Or the person, because remember, Sincere was very nice too. So it could be like, you're nice. You're watching from the outside, so you can see what's been happening. So you're coming in a different way. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it's for everybody to play a game, right? The game is to end up winning.
It is a game. Yes, it is
the money. So I'm going to even push it as far as I see it. I could see Melanie and Sincere winning the game unless we vote them off. Okay? they're going to win the game. You know why?
No,
Because
they're
they're going
not.
to constantly, yes, they are. Because they're going to constantly keep going back to each other. We're not sitting here voting for Bryce and Trinity. Okay, I'm not saying I
Why
don't
are we
know
not?
the connection.
Okay. Here's where I am using my Love Island institutional knowledge. Okay, I'm about to use my Love Island institutional knowledge for you because I've been here. This is like my third or fourth season, and I've been here for a minute. Let me tell you, America ain't gonna like Sincere, and eventually, if Melanie stays with him, they're going to be really turned off by Melanie. Like when she was talking about America hates me, I'm like, no, we feel bad for you, girl. But if you stay with this trash dude, we're not gonna like you. The people who win are usually America's favorite couple. So can I see that being Melanie and Sincere? 0, which takes us to what we want for them moving forward. I want them to bring in somebody for Melanie, but I want her to say goodbye to Sincere first. Maybe not. I need you to stay on the show for them to hook you up appropriately. I don't know yet, but maybe play it for a little while longer because we know recoupling's coming, right? I told you, anytime they bring people back, it's time to recouple.
Isn't it tonight?
Tonight.
Yes. I was like, we're going to have to interrupt SmackDown to watch it and go back. I know y'all so sick of my TV programming, but it's for real. It's for real. We're going to have to pause SmackDown and go back. I mean, it's 2 hours today, so it won't be too bad. But what I want for Melanie is for her to find Melanie again. Because I think she's gotten so swept up in the Sincere situation that she is having a hard time, like, seeing what she could be, how happy she could be. I do think we probably think that Trinity and Bryce are a little boring, but I like that. I like that they're a little bit boring.
I didn't do that. I think they were boring. I just said that.
No, I'm not saying you said, but I'm saying like watching them, they don't really have a lot of conflict and they seem pretty well suited for each other. And so it's I ain't gonna hold you. On TV, it's a little boring because you're like, you're happy. I'm glad you're happy. So now I think they got to test their gangster again. Now, I don't know how they're going to do it, but America usually likes people who overcome obstacles. And I think this could be Melanie's season if she overcomes the obstacle of Sincere and finds someone who really values her. Now, when it comes to Casey and TT, I ain't voting for y'all. Ain't nothing y'all can do. I hope America votes you off because you found each other. Yes, it's not a dumb question, Candace. America does vote for the winning couple. Which is why it's like always insanity about who wins, because we be over there, and that's the first time I voted in a long time on a TV show. I think the last time, not to age myself, was probably American Idol. Like,
I just said it in my head. I said the last time I voted was for American Idol, and that was for Ruba Sutter.
I was like, did I vote for Jordan Sparks? I don't know. Either way, where it was. I think it was Jordan Sparks for me. Anyhow, that was the last time like I voted, but I will be voting for Love Island. I got thoughts and feelings. Who are we sending home? So many people. I'm ready for TT to go. You know who else I'm ready for to go? For Corbin and Parmita, I wish y'all a wonderful flight home.
Hey, y'all stop bumping in the damn bed every night. They be bumping every night.
Can you imagine being in the bed next to them and you're like, this is trash? I would go sleep in soul ties. I would rather go sleep with the owl above my head than be over there with them. I want to be like, nah, this ain't for me. Sorry. So, nah, I mean, I wish for them to enjoy the plane ride home because they not here to grow, no learn or nothing. And yes, they're both hot. I'm happy for you, but y'all are about as shallow as a pool that has 1 inch of water. Like, I have not seen anything like that in a minute. And then she tried it. She tried it, y'all. She tried it.
Not
she said,
less than 1 inch of water.
I'm serious. She tried it and she goes, hey, I feel like we should get to know each other. You have that conversation after you're closed off. Girl, please. Have you watched this show? That's not how this works. Which is why when they were like, we're closed off, everyone just looked at them like, what? Like y'all just
It's
met.
going to take us for another hot person to come up in here. He's literally Gabe.
He's not though. I'm gonna tell you right now. I feel like Gabe, like Corbin is who we thought Gabe would be, but I think Gabe had a little bit more to him than that.
Yeah.
Not really. I take it back. Probably not. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm about to say, hold on. He just hasn't been on the show.
Well, he did when he was with.
Over because
Yeah.
Corbin wasn't initially not like that either.
Yes, he wasn't initially. Well, you know what? We don't know what he was like because when he talked about how his daddy is, I was like, yep, that's you to a T on national TV. That's you, Mr. Emotionless, Mr. I don't care. If I could get it, kiss it, lick it, that's what I want to do. Like, I don't want to actually make meaningful, strong connections.
Together? It should just be Corbin and Case and Kenzie. Because seeing they know
were
each other,
perfect together.
They know each other. They know, like, you know, you're going to probably look over there. I'm going to look over here, but we're going to still come back together. Like, you know.
Yes. And I felt like they were perfect together. And if he didn't end up in Casa Amor finding Permita, then I don't think he would have left. On the other hand, if you remember what he said about Kenzie in there, it was crazy. He said some crazy stuff about Kenzie. He was like, yeah, she, I don't know. Like, they were asking her, they played it during movie night. They were asking her, like, what do you think, what do you think about you, Kenzie? Like, and he goes, I forget what he said. Sorry, y'all. I can't remember exactly.
I also haven't thought about her since we've been in here.
If a man told me that, I don't think I would ever speak to them again. I don't think I would ever speak to them again. Just, I never thought about you. That's crazy. Crazy work. I know. It was so crazy that Kevin had to dip.
She said, in protection I go.
In protection. Okay, so what do you want? I think I'm done talking about what I want for them. I don't think I have any wants for anyone else. Except maybe Aniya and Carl, because I'm not sure. I'd like them to have a deeper connection, but I'm not convinced of them just yet. Right now, it feels very much like a rebound.
Aniya yes, that's what I'm about to say. It's more like a rebound, and I think that's also good that Casey is watching because, like I said, he still likes her, but
he does.
But he's getting. Granted, technically, the last couple of nights that they've been in the villa, they have not been touching, kissing, or do nothing. So I'm not quite sure if.
I was like, why is she in the bed by herself? He did say he wanted to take it slow, though. He did say
no,
that.
I'm not even talking about night. I'm talking about Casey and TT in the bed.
Oh, they've been sleeping
because they haven't been they've just been sleeping.
Because he's been going through it. But remember, he said when he came back over there from talking to Aniya, he was like. He smiled, and they were like, "That's the first time you smiled in 3 days." Wait a minute, what? Haven't you been in TT's face for 3 days? Did she not make you smile? She made you do other things.
Listen,
maybe smile wasn't one of them.
See, I can't say what I wish because at the end of the day, everybody's playing a game. So Kenzie's playing a game. And technically, Destry has to keep reminding, I'm trying to find the best connection for me. So if that means I'm going to hurt you in the process, I'm sorry. But this ain't about you. It's about me. I ain't going to hold you.
Dylan's a little needy.
Yes. He was crying. He was doing a lot. And
he's a little needy and he just got here. And again...
sad. But why you were so attached that quick? Did she really whip it on you that bad? Like, I don't understand.
Maybe. You see what they be doing in the bed. They just as bad as Corbin and Parmita, except maybe they're not going all the way. You remember them in the French fries? She should have a bundle of fries at this point. Like I feel like she has been fried. I almost said the other thing, but I believe it's fried.
She got small fries, maybe large ones at this point.
Anyhow, yes. Them in the French fry.
Bundles of fries.
I was like, the French fry? Like, girl, I will never look like French fry the same way again. Just never. Now when I order, I'm going to have to be like, number whatever.
A fry is a fry. I don't look at it as any object or anything. But to be fair, you know,
it is an action.
Let's stop because you know your sister has a really dirty mind, and this is not a good conversation to go to right now.
Okay, we are going to talk wrestling. We want to keep you on.
I just want,
Topic.
but the only thing I do want to say is that I don't have a wish for anybody. I just want y'all to play the game. So if that means somebody
You want them to play the game?
yeah, that's the whole point, right? The whole point at the end of the day, right, is not just to win the money, but you're supposed to be trying to find a real connection, trying to find something that you would do. So it's pretty much how I look at it: speed dating with extra.
Yes.
And
It's
you're
speed
just
dating.
stuck on an
You live
island.
with them.
And you're stuck
Yep.
on an island.
Yep, and you live with them.
Right. So just play the game as possible. Do I want Melanie to like stand on her feet? And yeah. Do I want Sincere to actually, if he really is being sincere and wants to really be with her outside this villa to show and prove? Absolutely. Do we know if he's going to do it? I don't know. Who knows?
Depends on who's coming. I was gonna say, depends on who's coming back or who's coming in the villa. I feel
who's coming
because I feel like if
he may take Aniya or Maya, what her name? Aniya?
Aniya, Aniya, but I don't think Aniya would.
No, I'm talking about, what's that other girl? Amora. There we go. I was trying to think of her name.
Well, I don't think Amora wants him no more.
He ain't gonna pick her.
She was talking to Gal, and I was like, is it slim pickings in there?
I don't know. I don't think she is as strong as she is perceiving herself to be out there.
Interesting.
Because remember, you're coming in here to play the game. She's not trying to make no connection with nobody. Have we seen her to anybody?
Gal talked to her, and I was like,
Gal,
like I said,
Gal needs to go with his ugly self. And you know who else needs to go? Jen with her big forehead.
Stop.
First of all, we are not doing that. Okay, we're not doing that. That's not why Jen needs to go.
But no,
Jen needs to go for other reasons. In that she did not try to make any meaningful connection except with Gal. And didn't even try to approach Dylan, didn't approach anyone. She should have picked Ronnie first and foremost, because she saw Gal and how Gal was moving with Kenzie even before. So I was like, you shouldn't have picked him. But if you're only going to put your focus on one person, then that's not where you need to be. Like the point, like you said, you do got to play the game. There's more people there.
I feel like wasn't Jen and Kenzie going after the same people again too?
Yes,
they were.
Yes, but Kenzie's going to be gun shy moving forward. So Kenzie's not going to try to look past Dylan. But I almost want them to break up anyway because that's not really her speed. When he started crying, she got the ick. I don't know about nobody else, but I saw her entire body go. But it's her fault for giving him some French fries. He was giving her some French fry attention in the bed. Like that's not. Don't do that. Because obviously he's not one of the ones who has waited. Like everybody else has been in the villa for a while, building their connections without as much physical, except maybe Kata and Zach. But even them, it wasn't immediate. So I'm like, I think the key to building
hidden things they've been
really getting the hideaway. Mm-hmm. They've been bumping to you, right? But they also had a connection prior to that. I feel like
that's true.
So I feel like they had a connection prior to that. Okay. Kevin, do you have any other ultimate hopes for their Islanders as the summer continues?
Ultimate hopes. Okay, so Casey and TT can go. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Team not TT. Okay? Team not TT.
I'm not. Sorry.
Sorry, girl.
I do want Sincere to at least try. I don't believe that Melanie will take him back, but I think he owes her at least a try.
He does owe her a try. I hope she stands on business though.
Yes. I think that Bryce and Trinity are probably going to get tested because they're girlfriend boyfriend now and they want to see if that's going to last. I think that Kata and Zach are interesting. I don't know how I feel about them. I'm like, because she is funny.
She's one of them people that I'm like, oh my God, can we hang out? You're so hilarious.
She's really funny. But I think that Zach is a little confused. And I would just leave that
like his brother was last season. Like his brother was.
I was a little confused. I don't think he know what he wants.
I think he wants Kata because he's scared of Kata.
Facts. Yes, absolutely. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. I know I done left out some people, but Caleb is really a sweetheart. I really hope that he finds someone that actually likes him.
Yes, because I'm
We
like,
didn't
Jen
even
does
talk
not.
about that.
Who's that? Who's that one that he got that you can
I
tell
don't
that she don't
know.
like him?
See, we don't even know her name.
I don't know
Yeah,
her.
she don't like him. We don't like
She's
him.
the Jessica Alba lookalike kind of thing. I don't know her name, but she can go home and Caleb needs a new one. Give him a new one.
He's super sweet and he deserves somebody that genuinely likes him and he hasn't found her yet.
No.
So
and Kenzie was wrong for how she did him.
He was, because he's super, super sweet and didn't deserve that at all.
He didn't. Does it make him more jaded though? Does it make him play the game now? Or does he like, I like that he doesn't seem to still want to play the game. He still wants to meet somebody and like fall in love and that. You know?
He just has that type of personality where that's just not him. Like, in my opinion, like he's not going to be Corbin. It ain't in him.
You know, him and Pernie, see you home.
So I think that I hope they bring somebody for him. I hope they bring somebody for Melanie and Gaul can go home.
Yes. Now, yesterday, he could just remove himself from the island because what you doing? Right. What are you doing? That mustache is something. Anyhow. All right. Well, that was it for wrestling. I mean, that was it for Love Island, correction. So now let's get into our wrestling. And there's no better way to do it but to talk about something. Let's make sure I fix you, though, because you came back in old.
Hold, please.
This is not the moment, sir. All right, let's see. All right.
That was a good music.
All right. She's prepared herself. All right, here we go.
Yo. Shh, quiet now. Leaning close. The streets are talking loud and clear. Wrestling whispers in your ear. Rumors flying, news is popping. The ropes are tight, no one's stopping. The streets are talking, yeah. You better listen. Main event, mama's dropping all the wisdom.
We lost her again.
I'm here.
No, she's back. You and this witness protection thing is a whole situation. Like we need to get you free.
She was like, "I'm here, hi." You know, that remind me of the Zoom, that Zoom challenge that the kids were doing when they were like, "Huh?" And come back up.
No, it definitely reminds me of being on Zoom and you was not paying attention. They're like, hello, and you're like, I'm definitely here. Not eating Cheetos, not half asleep, not wearing glasses, and definitely not listening. But in case anyone out there, if you find yourself in that situation, it's important to pause. I'm just going to give you a way to get about it. You just pause for a minute and you're like, I mean, there's a lot going through my mind. Can you reiterate the question again?
Can you restate it in a different way, please? Thanks.
No, not like that, because you don't want them to think you didn't understand. You just want to be like, there's a lot I want to get started with, so I just want you to say it again for one more time so I can, and they'll be like, oh, okay, sure. In case you want to do that.
So smart.
Yeah. You're welcome. Someone who lived in corporate America for a really long time and didn't want to listen during COVID, that was me. That was me in my life. Anyway, let's talk Bailey. All right. Let's talk about it. So apparently, there's some news about Bailey's contract.
Mm-hmm.
There is some rumors that her current WWE contract is set to expire in late 2026. And there has not been a new deal reached yet. So if it expires, then she will become one of the most coveted free agents in the entire industry. What do you want her to do? And why?
Well, I need her to go find somewhere where she is valued.
Well,
okay, that's where she needs to go. She needs to go somewhere that she's valued, and they see the work that she has put in, right? And not just as a baby face, a heel, or whatever, but And I ain't gonna hold you. I secretly want her to go where Mercedes is. Like, get completely away from WWE. Do not go to TNA. Like, definitely go somewhere. And you know what you could do? You can cost Mercedes the championship. That is how you could do it. I think that would be great.
Kevla?
No?
I feel like, actually, I will say, is this why that whole incident happened between her and Ogre?
No, I don't think so.
Cool.
Because it says late 2026, so I think that they're building towards probably a match for both of them at SummerSlam. But late 2026, I think that's heading more towards Royal Rumble. So I'm like, for 2027 when they start building at the end of the year.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like October, November, December-ish.
But also, when does their year end? Like, when is their fiscal?
Fiscal? I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question.
Everybody's year is not what we think a year is.
It's not a calendar year. That's right.
That's true.
So it could
I don't know.
It could be.
But I don't think.
Like, when is everything reset? I feel like WrestleMania is when everything resets. Because once WrestleMania happens, and then everything else resets.
Yeah, Royal Rumble is where it kind of starts off the year, and they go running from there. So I feel like whatever that end of the pay-per-view is, like November-ish, Survivor Series maybe, might be the last one that we're looking at if we're really worried about Bayley or not. Because remember, they like to keep people on TV past the time, and we wonder what happened to them and they go missing. So
true.
The reason why I made that face is because I don't know that I want Bayley in AEW. And I want to say that because their women's division isn't as strong as it needs to be in order to really benefit her. On the other hand, would I love to see her wrestle, like for real? Yes, please. And I think that we saw a lot of that this weekend when we were looking at the different promotions and the way they're allowed to really go as far as they kind of want to go. And they really can produce some magic when they do that. So I do think if she left WWE, which she is a homegrown talent, like she loves WWE, but I do think she's underappreciated, and they always are focusing on, like you said before in the past, something new, something shiny. And so it's like she always gets left behind in a way. And I'd love to see her cement her legacy around the world. So a part of me gets the AEW thing because then we can get some Forbidden Door stuff going on there. But I don't know. I don't know where I want her to be. I just don't think I want her to be in AEW just because of the sake of the women's division. It's just not strong. They don't have strong stories or strong writing. And they highly rely on like Mercedes coming back to be the story, which is like, for real? That's the story? There's a lot of stories that could be told here. That's all I'm saying about that. All right. Candace says, I don't think she's going anywhere.
Yeah. I was going to say too, or she could just go the independent route because do what Kyrian is doing and book yourself that way to where I'm not tied to nobody. You want me? This is how much it costs to have me. And then, go that way. Because then she'll be doing real wrestling, right? Doing real wrestling.
Yes.
As well as being appreciated wherever she's going because, I don't know if she should give up her name, but I definitely think that could be another route for her.
Oh, yeah, because that wouldn't be her name. You're right. Because she'd have to probably go with her real name. But I don't think it would. I'm not sure that would be a huge problem.
I just don't want her to go to another WWE affiliate. Because, Naomi, right? She left and she went to TNA. But TNA wasn't an affiliate yet. So that was, different. But now TNA technically is, an affiliate. So I don't want you just to go there, right? And then, or she can go to AAA. But then once again, you're affiliate because AAA
they love her.
They love her. They love her. But that's another affiliate of WWE. So I just think if she's going to,
do you think she should break from the system?
Correct. And really Because even like too, like when they took their break, Mercedes didn't go to AEW right away. She went to Japan. She went
She
and was
did.
wrestling, learning different techniques. So maybe that's the way that she should probably go to. Like just not saying she should follow everything that Mercedes is doing, just doing independent and just like learning new skills and like really going in because they're gonna pay
Yeah,
you because of who you are.
they will. She will definitely command a pretty big number. Ryan says she should go NWA. They did just get a TV deal, by the way.
Oh, they did.
So, I mean, that's an option. I think she mentioned in her video with Chris Von Fleet that she doesn't think she can do what Mercedes did with wrestling all over the world. I mean, that's a fair assessment. Like, I don't think that's for everybody. I do think it ultimately will probably depend on her goals, right? Like, whether she wants to, like, settle down or whether she wants to wrestle all over the world. I think it's just kind of it's going to be lots of places. So it's hard to say where she'll net herself. All right, next story. We haven't seen CM Punk in a while.
We have not.
We have not.
I think he's on
And
a break.
so, well,
And he is old.
Wrestling Observer newsletter, which I take with a grain of salt, is reporting that minor issues have developed between WWE management and CM Punk. The friction stems from creative frustration
Sorry.
following his World Heavyweight Championship loss at WrestleMania. What now? She froze?
She froze, but the face she made was hilarious while she was frozen. And I was listening to you, but I kept looking at her face. Sorry.
So, here's what I'm going to say about this. I don't think that there's any real credence to this friction with WWE and CM Punk. I'm like, they've been trying to make this a thing for, I don't know how long they've been trying to make this a thing. But I just don't think it is. I think he just took some time off. I think he was banged up and he just took some time off, which he did lose the title. So it might as well. I just am like, I always feel like they try to make something out of nothing with the CM Punk story because he just is one of those people, when you mention him, people read it. Which admittedly, I did pull it. I didn't read it, but I pulled it.
I mean, I don't think nothing's happening behind the scenes for real, for real. I mean, if it does, it's definitely not WWE. It would be TKO probably, but I think his last match was very intense, very brutal. And even the matches before that, he was giving it his all, and you can tell how tired he was. You can tell how he was just like, how much more do I got in the tank? So I think he's taking the much needed break and rest, as well as AJ, because AJ was, like it happens. Like he's gonna come back when we least expect it.
I can see that. And actually, I think he's on his way back right now. Just to be for real with you. I'm pretty confident he's on his way back right now.
I think Candace believes so too.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. Oh, it's in Chicago? Yep, he's on his way back right now. like I didn't even know it was in Chicago, but yeah. Shout out to Candace. I had to be our on-air correspondent. Tell us how Raw was. Because the WWE crowds are sleepy, but we're going to get into that later. Anyway. All right, next story is about Oba. So, apparently, WWE is looking at the long game for Oba Femi. They've scrapped any immediate plans for him at SummerSlam, which was when he was, planned to go against Roman Reigns because he won the King of the Ring. Because they think a matchup between them is too big for anything other than WrestleMania.
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. I mean, I believe that, but I also don't think that they're ready to take off the title off of Roman yet either. So that would be kind of silly to have him go up against him just to lose when you're trying to build him as this character of being the ruler, the stronghold, the glue, and right now he has to finish defeating Brock Lesnar. Like it's 1-1 now. Or not even. It's not really 1-1 because he beat him up a couple times before Brock got him. So yeah. I just think I think it makes sense. And I think that makes sense to pass it along. But also too, then what they doing with Jacob. because they're building Jacob up for something great too. So I think, you know, it made sense that they were going to let him not go for the title at SummerSlam.
I see what you're saying there. I think, Kevin, did you want to say something? I don't want to
No,
cut you off.
you're good.
Okay, here's my issue with this. Exactly what Candace just said. Then it made zero sense for him to win King of the Ring. Because I feel like WWE can never be counted on for their own stipulations. They tell us somebody's going to like main event WrestleMania, and then you don't. By winning the Rumble, you don't. They tell us someone's gonna like main event SummerSlam and get a title shot at SummerSlam, and then you don't. So I really don't know why you keep doing this to us. It makes it really hard as a fan to believe anything you say. And I understand that you need to leave space for opportunities. Exactly. But it's ridiculous. I agree with Ryan here. It makes no sense for you to give us these stipulations, have the winner, and then say, never mind. My bad. We was ahead of ourselves here. That's crazy. I feel like also to say that that match is bigger than SummerSlam is crazy to me, because we have Roman and Seth at SummerSlam. We have pretty much Mr. WrestleMania versus Mr. WrestleMania. And you're telling me that that isn't bigger than Oba and Roman? Because I got news for you. That's way bigger than Roman and Oba. So that's just a crazy, like, maybe it's one of those rumors that is unsubstantiated, but I do know enough to know that they pushed his title shot. And in that case, then Brock absolutely should have come out during the King of Ring and cost him it, so that it would have been Jay's problem. Because Jay and Roman would be a good SummerSlam match. And then we could have held Roman and Seth for WrestleMania. Because I was really hoping for that. And then he got hurt. And I was like, dear God, sad. But I was really hoping for them two to really like pop off at WrestleMania. Because I think that would be a legendary match with them. So, yeah, I think that this is another opportunity for WWE to fail its fans, in my opinion. Exactly, Dalton. That was my point too. I'm like, isn't that the big event? You put Roman and Seth as the main event of this extravaganza. That's 2 nights, might I add you, because you got 2 nights to fill, and that's not huge.
I mean, I also feel like it's kind of weird too how they was like Seth is going to be the one, and I was just like, so are we done with the Vision? So are we sure they're not going to interfere in your match? Like you're done. Like there's not going to happen. Like there's no one else. Like did you bring the beast down? Like is the Vision no more? And I'm going, that's a lie, because they are definitely still alive and well and kicking, and they're still a Vision. So
they really should be. Is there, because Heyman don't even seem to care.
I was about to say, has he been out there lately?
No, he didn't care. Austin Theory came up to him and he was like, I didn't know you were here. I've been calling you. And he was like, oh yeah, you have. And then he was like, now you know, meaning like, now I'm here and you see me. And then he walked away from him. And Austin Theory was like, weird. So I think the Vision needs to be buried. I think it's time for them to go their own separate ways anyway. It just doesn't, the Vision is not serving anyone, and it should have been over a long time ago. Respectfully, it should have been done. The Vision had no
injuries. I think with all the injuries that, because I think they did set up the Vision to do great things, especially after Seth went out. I think that, but once the injuries happened, so once Braun Breaker had his injury by being super speed missile to the table, and hurting himself. And then Bronson Reed, within a week, 2 weeks, I don't even know, a month, he was out. And you left it to just Logan Paul and Austin Theory.
Which was a hot mess, might I add.
It was a hot mess, but I mean, I guess, they were carrying it to a certain extent. And then you get Braun Breaker to come back. And then Logan Paul hurt himself.
I think it's the vision curse. I mean, I really do. I think it's a vision curse. And even more reason to let that go. Listen,
I mean,
Dalton
I
has
get
a
it when
word.
you watch. I mean, yes, but I get it when we watch um Unreal, right? I understood why he created that. I understood why he wanted that, and he was trying to bring guys up and trying to like have it in a thing. And truthfully, I don't think they would have turned on him if he wasn't injured right away. I think eventually probably would have. But I think if Seth didn't get injured, they probably would be strong. Like if we had like do it like a basketball team, right? When you have all your good players and
Hmm.
they one by one start leaving because they're injured, well then the rest of the team sucks because they don't know what to do without you.
True. Which is exactly what happened. But we did see Braun step up on the mic. We saw everybody step on the mic, and then Bronson got hurt, right? So, like I said, the vision, once you start being plagued with injuries, I think you have to pull the card. You have to be like, listen, like, that's almost like, remember, like when Retribution lasted too long? Like, you're just like, I need to just pull it
No, you know
out.
who is lasting too long? The Judgment Day.
True.
Sorry.
100%. 100%. 100%. I've been waiting for them to bury the Judgment Day for months and months and months. Anytime now. Danhausen Curse Division. So Ryan, you know what? They should have just put that on camera. I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
they should have did that. That should have been the
That would make
first
sense.
thing he did when he came. No matter, it was never going to be Dangerous Alliance. That is right, Dalton. It was never going to be that great. 100%.
Oh wow, really? Okay.
He done brought us back. Look at it. He brought us back. All right. While we're on the news for SummerSlam, apparently it's going to be massive. It's going to be 13 or 14 matches. So hopefully that means 7 matches a night and not 4. Please. So fingers crossed that we'll have a 14 match SummerSlam. And one of those is going to be Gunther versus Nick Aldis. How do we feel about that?
Mm.
I've been waiting.
Well, truthfully, I'd rather it had been Drew and Nick. That
You
made
know
more sense.
what?
That made more sense. More
You're
sense
right.
than
It would have
Gunther
been made
and
more
Nick.
sense.
It feels like Gunther is getting the recycled stories of the other people's because they don't
He
have nothing
is.
original. Because
He
what happened to
is.
him being the Legend Killer? He's no longer the Legend Killer, or you're gonna
Career
bring that back
killer.
because
Career
whatever,
killer. Hmm.
whatever. It was the same thing, right? So
Yep, it was.
so are you gonna bring that back because now he's gonna go after Nick? So now he's going back to the career killer or whatever that is, like because Nick, like
I don't
it should
know.
have been Drew and Nick. That is who I want to see because that beef was amazing.
Yes, that beef was worth it. I was waiting, but I think Drew's shooting movies, so he's busy. He's booked and busy. Okay, so Drew out here making money without throwing his body through that. I kind of agree with you though. I never thought about it that way. That it would have been that he's getting these recycled stories, but he really is getting these recycled stories. And Nick Aldis, like I've told you guys, he actually was an active wrestler, right? So he was actually an active wrestler for a while. And when he took this job, it kind of slowed that down a little bit, which is cool. You get to look nice, you get to travel, you get to be on TV. And I think he's a fantastic on screen character. But I didn't love that he got suspended, even though I understood he did touch Gunther. But like, what was he supposed to do? Keep his
Right.
hands behind his back? Listen, he was trying it. So I do think Candace has some other ideas where we could have used all this. Randy versus all this.
Mm.
Dalton thinks we could have done Gunther versus Balor. That would have been a good match.
From Balor, yeah.
I just feel like it's the writing right now that needs help, and it's still stale. And for a long time, legit, we kept saying, "Oh, it's Road Dogg. It's this. It's." Do you believe it wasn't him now? It can't just be one person. It's never just one person.
Yeah.
So I just really want to put that out there. I think he's already built his redemption storyline because at this point, it's still sucking, and he's not here. All right, last story. Rhea Ripley is injured.
So are they gonna say that out loud?
They're gonna tell us that.
Excellent question. It says Rhea was originally scheduled to defend her women's championship at SummerSlam against either JC Jane or Alexa. I don't know if that was true or not, but that's what it said.
I don't see that.
I don't see either. JC Jane seemed to be where they were going.
Yeah, but I don't think she was ready. I don't think she was going to win that unless she was going to pull one of those upsets. I don't think she was ready for that. I like them as a trio with the trio that they're doing when they're in here and like that edge that they got. Like I think they should definitely keep going after tag team titles. I think that was, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm ready for her to have the women's championship.
Who, JC? I think she'd be fine as like a U.S. champion. I don't know if she should have a world championship yet. That's where I'm a little like, I don't know. But definitely I could see her as a U.S. champion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that makes sense. All right. We got a lot to talk about, y'all. So as a reminder, we watched a lot of events this weekend and this week. And it's Friday because it took us that long to catch up and continue watching new stuff. So we watched Night of Champions, NXT Great American Bash, AEW's Forbidden Door, TNA's Slammiversary, and we even fit a Shay, The World Is Yours, in there. Yes, she is. When you say over, do you mean over with the crowd? Because I would say yes. Now, if you mean over, like, that's where I'm thinking it, I would think that would make sense. Ooh, that's a good one. They should have kept the belt on Jade. They really should have, because they absolutely... The whole point of the baddies, I thought, was to cement Jade. And if you're not going to cement them properly, what are you doing? Mm-hmm. What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
It's disappointment to me. I'm like, this should have been her like dominant time because she has the baddies. But now you got her losing. She never should have lost that match.
She shouldn't have. She definitely shouldn't have, because then what's the point of her having the baddies, having her crew? This is the one thing I think I realized when they are building factions, when they're building them, they're not thinking it all the way through, right? Or like you start building them and they're dominant, right? So technically when she had the championship, they were dominant. They were beating people up. They were doing this. They were doing that. That was causing chaos. But it made sense because you had someone who was at the top.
That's right.
Now it don't make sense when no one's at the top. And then on top of that, when they come out, they can't even make her win.
Which is stupid. Then why does she have them? Why does she have them? I mean, it's almost setting them up for failure if you put them together and they still lose, or they cost you the match, or they don't have your back. Like, that is the craziest thing I have ever heard of in my life. What kind of story is that? And why are they not tag team champions? What is happening? You have 2 factions of 3 females. Nobody has a title. Wait, did somebody win? Did one of them win? Wait, did somebody win? I don't know. I'm trying to remember who
even Nia and Lash are gone. They're not even out. And I know Nia.
Right, I forgot about them. Sorry,
but Trick was on the show after.
Trick went to work. Trick went to work.
It's just pretty much once again showing the writers don't know what they're doing and how they are able to tell the stories correctly.
I was wrong. Okay, for whatever reason I thought one of the ladies in Fatal Influence was Tiffany Stratton. No. I'm so sorry. Sorry, y'all. My bad. I don't know. Because I was like, shouldn't somebody have a title?
Would be appalled. Chelsea would be appalled.
She should be appalled. You're right. She should be. Exactly. It's like a waste of all of their talent. It's a waste of all of their talent to do that to them. And to put them in this group that is not dominant. That's stupid. And I really think Jade and Michin and B-Fab would be fantastic as like a super heel faction.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because B-Fab and Michin, like, B-Fab has gotten so good that I'm like, and she's fantastic on the mic. Like, let her ride. Let her cook. But instead we over here having them lose. Crazy work.
Yeah. Let's see. The comments are lighting up. They got a lot to say right now.
Let's see. All right.
Well, I think this one is a valid point.
It is. And I agree. Rhea Ripley should have to. That's why she never should have won it in the first place. You know, they should have took it off her and gave it back to Jade at this point by means of a ladder match or something or another. Because that don't make sense for it to just be sitting there while we're trying to build for SummerSlam. Crazy.
I ain't gonna hold you.
I agree.
Because it's no longer about the Night of Champions. It's not about the champions anymore. When they first started it, it was about the champions. It was about the championships and who could do it. And that's all the matches were. All matches were championship matches. That was it. Now it's
nonsense. And they have all these championships that don't have homes. Like, we don't see them. We don't know I had a hard time remembering who had the titles. Like, come on. They're really not, Dalton. They're really not. Which is crazy because I see them being so seamless together that this doesn't make sense why they're not incredibly dominant already. There should have not been any hiccups. They should have went all the way to the top because they all have wanted it for a long time. Ooh.
I know I didn't post that up there, but you're right. I don't know what the purpose of that.
Tiff, you mean? Listen, I don't know why Jade is with Tiff feuding either, because how you gonna go from a world championship to the U.S. championship?
I mean, well, technically Tiffany did too. She had the world championship.
Also, why it don't make sense. Y'all should have your own set of pipelines for each of these championships. Like, it don't make sense. You just lost the world title, and instead of getting that back, you're focused on the U.S. title? Why? Because any title will do it? That's crazy. That don't make no sense. Yeah, it is. I do think that's why they create factions, but the problem is that they're not going to be successful factions. Don't you want factions that drive sales? Don't you want factions that drive eyes? Mm-hmm. What are you doing? Mm-hmm. What are you doing? We're all fans of Mia Yim and B-Fab, all of us. I do tell us, nope. We do know. It doesn't make sense.
Oh, yes. What does make sense?
I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Yes, we do know who they're Paige and Brie Bella, because they've been on TV.
And the Kabukers did perish. They're not there anymore.
That's crazy, but facts. That's crazy.
And they should have the titles. I don't understand why they didn't give them the titles. That does not make sense. But then again, they knew they were releasing them or they were going somewhere, so they decided.
Well, Asuka's not released though. Asuka just went home to take care of personal family stuff. So I don't think she's released. I think they let her go home and deal with things. But yeah, I agree. Y'all are really running with it today. Okay. Now we're going to have our 5 questions about each of these events because it's hard. Oh, we got some TikTok people. All right, hold on. K. Scott Red.
Oh.
Got some things in here. And yet Liv has yet to defend her title. At least Rhea defended hers. True. Very true. However, I do agree that Rhea should not have won the title. I'm a Rhea fan, but I was happy she was in a tag team with Io. I feel you.
I told you I like that tag team too. You were like, they need to break up. I said, no, I think they were actually
good. I just didn't get them together.
I think they were good together. I also think Charlotte and Alexa was good. But I think now because they're trying, ultimately, they're just recycling stories.
Yes, and not coming with new interesting ones.
And recycling people.
That's right.
Because they're just trying to draw the crowd to want to watch it and come to their show.
100%.
That's ultimately what's 100%. Happening.
Okay, I want to see. There's this one thing I did want to put up here. I'm about to tell you something. Makai, you might be new here. Let me tell you something about me and the Don Callis family.
He's not.
I know he's not, which is why I'm like, listen, you must not miss my AEW issues. Here we go. Let me tell you something about the Don Callis family. What does Kiara call it? A black hole.
Black hole.
Because it's Don Callis and whoever else fits the bill at that time. Okay? And honestly, I still feel that way. I still feel that way. I was very upset that Kevin Knight went and joined it. I was like, why would you do that? Andrade was clearly about to be on his way out because we know Andrade's name. And so, like, I just feel like the Don Callis family is this place where people go to be a part of way more people. Now, they do have stars, and Kyle and Okada, Takeshita came out of there. But for me, it's just a black hole. Sorry. I just wanted to tell you that. You ain't new here, but maybe you ain't heard that spiel. I don't think they should have a family that big in any way, shape, or form. Because in WWE, it really would be a number. We wouldn't know who it was. Okay. She defended the belt against Sol Ruka, didn't she?
No. Are you talking about Rhea? Rhea did not defend it against Sol. It was Becky.
I was going to say, didn't Becky and Sol? And that isn't why Sol champion?
Yes, when Sol came in, her whole rivalry started with Becky.
Right. I'm like, yes, exactly. Literally the point.
Yo, I feel like this is you. Dalton said it very best. I think they need to just stay in Don Callis family. To be honest, they need to stop adding 100 people in a group.
Dalton is still in my heart right now. Still in my heart. I feel that way deeply. So, all right. So we got TikTok. No, they were talking about Liv, not Rhea. So I think they were talking about Liv fighting Sol. Yeah, he said. I don't know. I don't remember that. Sorry, y'all. I don't remember that.
I remember her talking to her, but I don't think they fought.
Well, nope. Candace says they in fact did. And we must all slept through that because
we
Sol versus Liv match.
When?
I think.
Oh, but it was a non-title match. Oh, yes. Okay, that makes sense.
Yes. And I was like, wait a minute. We're going to tell you why that is in just a minute because we're about to go to our 5 universal questions and you're going to understand why we don't remember that. Okay? All right. This is going to be fun because I think I was the only one who saw everything. So we're going to have to try to figure this out among the 3 of us. All right. So let's talk. We got 5 questions. What was the match of the night that had you jumping off your couch? And we're going to start with Night of Champions. All right. Let's start with, what was the match of the night for Night Champions? Y'all answer too in the chat and on TikTok. I'm watching y'all. Tell us which one was the match of the night for you. Which one had you jumping off your couch? Anybody want me to answer? I want to answer. I want to know. Y'all still okay? I'm about to tell you. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
You can do it because I'm going.
You know what it is? The undisputed WWE Championship Triple Threat match because there was no way in hell I had Sami Zayn winning. And I literally was so excited. I think I did jump up. I was so excited about Sami Zayn winning, and that was never on my bingo card.
Did you? I don't feel like you jumped up. I think you were like, huh?
You might be right. Maybe it was a delayed reaction. I was really like, what? But then as I processed it, I was so excited. I think it's just, yes, that one was amazing because Sammy has been needing that forever. She said, you were, huh? I was puzzled because it was not on my bingo card. That's fair. I can see that.
I'm trying to run through the matches through my head right now because.
Oh, you want me to tell you? I can tell you. It's on the card. After. That was the last match, but we had Tiffany versus Jade, Trick versus Javon, and Ricky Saints, I think. Was that a 3-way?
No.
So.
No? Javon was not.
No, just Saints.
It was just Saints, wasn't it? Okay, sorry, my bad. I don't know why I have Javon here. And then we have Seth versus Braun, Io versus Liv, Oba versus Jey Uso. That was the Night of Champions card.
I'm gonna
say y'all. I did not watch anything else. He said he was WWE or not, or was it AEW? You can tell me you watched AEW.
I would say Sammy just because one, I predicted that he was going to probably win, but I would say it was definitely overdue. I think we were talking about this offline. We were talking about how I just felt like it was just overdue, and You know, we know how like sometimes they do tell them ahead of time that you're going to win or whatever. And I was just
I got breaking news about that actually from TikTok. Mother Mother Thunderclap said they're going to take the title off of Sammy, and I'm over it. It came out they had no plan for him. Also, as Scott read, I see you. I was glad it wasn't Cody or Gunther either. So yeah, with that in mind, I got that breaking news. I'm so sorry.
okay. So either way, I'm happy that they finally did give it to Sammy because it was very heartbreaking to watch him be set up, have his family there multiple times, and lose. After especially having the match being so incredibly um, um, played, or I can't think of the
Yeah.
words right now, but you know, it was just like the intensity of the matches that he had for the championships, especially against Roman. I felt like that was like definitely a match of the night. Like that match was like top tier. Like so to watch him not get it and to know this is his first one, which is even more special.
I
So
know it is. I'm sorry. I'm catching strays in the chat. It's gonna happen on Monday Night Raw when he loses it.
okay, I'm gonna need y'all to stop giving us spoilers because I don't want spoilers.
Spoilers.
Let me find out what happens.
Sorry, my bad. I won't read it. I know it though, and I appreciate the spoilers because I really needed to know because the anger I would have had on Monday. Just saying.
I
Carry
mean,
on. I'm still gonna be mad. I'm still gonna be mad, just so you know. Can he get his victory lap? Like, why do they gotta take it off him? How many times do we give it to Cody for no reason? Like, come on. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm working through my
like
feelings.
let
All
him
right,
hold it for a
Kevlin.
little bit
Can he have it for a few months? Like, please.
because he worked hard for that.
He
'Cause
did.
did y'all see the clip of Sammy when Kevin and Becky went to go congratulate him? It was so I was like, for y'all to now take it off of him after that's kind of stupid. Don't do that.
Yes, it is. All right, Kevlin, what you got?
I did like the Sammy match. I have that answer for another one of the questions though, but I did enjoy, and I could be the only one, but I did enjoy the Oba and Uso match.
You weren't the only one.
I mean, we
I
enjoyed
enjoyed
it.
it.
It
I mean,
wasn't
they
the match
talked
of
a
the night.
whole lot of junk. And he gave him a little bit of run for his money. He didn't just go out, he didn't go out without a fight. So I enjoyed it, even though we kind of knew Oba was going to win. But
Oh, this is a good one. I do think my brother called it akin to Darby winning in AEW. But Darby, here's the messed up part. Darby had that title for a little bit, though. They ain't just take it off Darby. So at least they believed in him a little, which is unfortunate for WWE. And I see in the TikTok area, it says, at this point, it's not about the fan. This is Mother Thunderclap. Oh, no, y'all having me work on that name. It's about putting, it's not about the fan. It's about putting butts in seats. Well, I think
Sammy
this
would put
was,
some butts in those seats.
yeah, I'm like, I
Especially
don't know.
he would put he will. That's the problem. We're under using or undervaluing people who are actually people that they want to see. So, like just like in Saudi Arabia, they live to see Sami Zayn.
They
That
do.
is
But they're not the
that is
only ones.
they're not the only ones, but I'm even like when they go to Canada. But even that, even in the United States, we like Sammy. Like so it's to sit here and say that they want he puts butts in their seats. And if they let him have the title, let's just think about it. When he had the US championship, did he have the Intercontinental Championship? But
Yeah,
I
he's a
remember there
Grand
was a
Slam champion. He's a Grand Slam champion now.
okay,
Yes.
so then like even like when he had all those titles, he did bring that or his character. I remember when he was like, people are following me, and he actually had people follow him, and I was like, because people are actually following you. Like
I
it
mean, I
was
love
like
Sammy.
he's a good character. He has good character work. So to just discredit him just because, I think that's crazy.
I agree. All right, next question. Which specific storyline or moment completely shifted the landscape of the division moving forward? I think that's what I'm going to go with that match, Kevlin, Oba versus Jay. Because I felt like they were cementing Oba as like the one to beat here, but it also does not make sense from a storyline perspective, knowing that that person was going to get a title shot at SummerSlam. I do think they did. You know what? Case got read. I feel you. They're gonna do Sammy just like they did Drew. 100% nonsense. But Drew hasn't had a championship in 900 years. Like they don't want to give it back. That's probably why he out in Hollywood doing his thing. He said somebody loves me.
Facts.
I was gonna say, I was gonna answer. I think Liv and Io.
Okay, go ahead. Why?
I don't know. I feel like it's redundant. I don't know. I'm just gonna say them to be, because it's like how they could have set that match up and set up so many storylines after that. They failed there. Like Io could have still won, but they could have set up so many different storylines. Because immediately after she won, she goes, "I'm going after you." Okay, cool, but there's so many other things. Because then too, with Rhea being injured, she could have went after Rhea and then got.
I just thought it was stupid to have her participate. If y'all know, it's stupid having her even to participate in this, knowing that she has a title. Like this would have been a great moment for Raquel or for Roxanne. Like this would have been a great moment for almost anyone else. And I love Liv, and I think Liv is great. But now I feel like they're using her so much that we're getting sick of her, which is kind of crazy to me. Because I feel like she worked her whole life to get here, and now we're overusing her and therefore reducing her market value. So in my opinion, it should have absolutely been one other the other people from the Judgment Day, because I feel like that would have been worth it.
That's what I said, other storylines that could have been, because now Io probably wouldn't have won, and you would have had Roxanne or Raquel win. And then now, on the edge of your seats, and now Liv trying to, buddy up to them, be like, oh, da 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 da, like, hi, you're like, we're family, da da da.
Right, don't pick me. Right, exactly.
And then turn around and I'm picking you, and you'd be like, you're like, so there's so many ways I could have did that.
Y'all are popping off in this chat. Okay, let me see. Mother Thunderclap agreed with us. The Judgment Day story was right there. Case got read. Liv shouldn't have been in the tournament in the first place. Mother Thunderclap says, I love Io, but she has no character. There's nothing of substance from Io but her in-ring skills. Let's discuss that, though, because I think that's my issue with Io, is that I'm impressed by her skills, but her character to me is inconsequential. I'm like, okay, that's why I didn't care that she won. I was like, whatever. Like, I did not care who won that match, because to me, it wasn't properly set up the way I would care to see it. Mm-hmm. So that's where I thought. Kevlin, what do you think?
I actually was thinking about Trick Williams.
Okay.
Because I feel like they are somewhat setting him up as a champ for a while. I don't feel like they're going to strip it from him anytime soon. And I do think that Ricky Saints is not a bad wrestler. Like, I feel like he put up a little bit of effort, but I feel like they're going to keep Trick Williams with that title for a minute. So I think that they kind of solidified that for us.
I feel you. I mean, I've told you guys a lot of times, I love Ricky Saints' ability. I think he's very good in the ring.
Yeah.
Do I think they pushed him too fast in the main roster? A little bit. Just like I felt like he had like such a quick experience in NXT. To me, and him getting that title was too fast. Like, I feel like they have him on an accelerated plan, and I need it not to be. Because I think he's good, but I don't think he's great yet. And I feel like for Trick, I know that he came out, as a athlete moving into the business, but I also felt like NXT refined him in such a way that when he went over to TNA and was their champ, he looked like a champ. When he shows up on the main roster, he feels like a big deal. And I think that's what NXT does to people. It polishes kind of the rust off and the diamonds into like something beautiful and like priceless. But do I think Ricky is ready? No. He has a character though. And I wonder if they thought that's why he was ready to move up. But where's he going to go from here? This is my point. Like, what do you do with him next?
I don't think they know, honestly.
Okay. All right. Next question. Let's see. We got some stuff over here. Rhea's injury had nothing to do with them not telling the Judgment Day story they could have told. That's facts. That's facts. I agree with you, Candace. Exactly. Which is ridiculous. But also, I'm not sure I want Io to be champion either. So, like, you know what? That is such an excellent question. Why can't Lyra win anything? I want to take a moment because I'm like, is there something? Yeah, I think that's my number. She's the answer to my number 4 question. So I'll come back to that. All right. Who walked away as the ultimate winner of the night, even if they didn't actually win their match?
I feel like Sammy, he won, but I feel like he ultimately was the winner of the night for me. I feel like it was so unexpected, so out of the box. He still deserved it regardless, but we just didn't think that they were going to give it to him, and it just shocked the world. I feel like so he was the winner for sure for me.
I'm gonna go Jey Uso.
I was about to say that. That was in my head. Mm-hmm.
He looked so good in that match. He looked so good, and I'm not aligned with why these fans seem to hate this man so much. I'm very impressed by Jay. I always think he does or tries to do a great job, but at the end of the day, I thought he did really good against Opa in a way that it didn't, again, like you said, Kevin, it didn't feel like he was just a bump in the road. Like he fought and fought and fought. And I feel like it'll be interesting to see how Roman approaches him knowing that he lost that, because we didn't really get much of that this week.
I was expecting that. We did not get that. I didn't get the whole thing.
You do not have to pick someone who was actually in the match, Candace.
I'm going to say... I'm going to say Seth.
That's a good one. That was, I mean, I know we skipped over that. That match was a good one. Oh, me? I'm sorry. Because I was like, I was like, do I say this out loud? It says, can we acknowledge that Rhea is the problem in WWE? This is Mother Thunderclap. She's responsible for Bianca Belair being out. And I was like, I had a lot of thoughts in my head about that. And I was like, I don't know that I think Rhea's the problem. I think
it's the writers. It's the writers.
It's the writers. I think she's just doing what she's told, right? So I feel like it's the creative that's the problem about that. Okay, sorry. It's just like that's why my face did things. I was like, how do I answer that?
But I'm gonna say Seth. I think Seth definitely. I think this was the confident boost that he needed. Besides him just helping the Street Profits win, I think this was what he needed. Because if we remember how defeated he looked and felt after he lost to Braun Breaker, what was that, WrestleMania? How he just looked so like, dang, like, you know, and it was like, you didn't know you were gonna lose. I mean, but why you so? And I think for him, it took in perspective, like, yeah, I'm not getting any younger. And yeah, the things that used to work for me are not working for me. So I need to figure something else out. So I feel like, you know, for him, that definitely was like, I did it. And that's why I felt like he came with confidence on Monday. Like, so I'm going to challenge you because now I got them over with. Like, you know, so I think, you know, that match didn't get enough credit either.
That's fair. I definitely think, hold on. Did I see somebody say Jade somewhere? I feel like someone said it somewhere. I don't see it. Let's see. Sammy.
I know Candace said something. She was going to say Chelsea.
Oh, yes. Candace said, I was going to say Chelsea. She was doing the same thing she's been doing, and it continues to show how over she is everywhere. And Charlotte, because it furthers her storyline. So I think that's fair. I have thoughts about that Charlotte piece, though. So I might come back to that. Okay. Mother Thunderclap says Seth did win the night for me. I think Seth was incredible in that match. And when he stood on top of the cage, I was so excited. I'm like, that's my Seth. Okay. All right. Mine and Becky's. Let's see. Next question is, sorry, I rolled it all the way up. All right. What was the biggest booking misstep or head scratcher of the show?
Hold on. I just want to, So not to start no drama with our fans on TikTok, but this is the real reason why she's not there.
It really is. It is absolutely Montez Ford's fault. As we said, if you watched our reaction to the pregnancy announcement at WrestleMania, we said it was his fault. And we feel that he will probably continue to be at fault because she looks stunning pregnant. And that's a problem. So we, as people who are also moms, we can tell you that that is a problem when you look great pregnant because you end up pregnant again quickly. Just saying.
We all know we've all had them back to back.
I stopped though for that very reason. I stopped. I was like, never again, my guy. All right, let's see. Mother Thunderclap, Jade versus Charlotte Flair is going to be good. Chelsea Green turning on Tiffany for the U.S. title. Hey, Scott Red, she said, that's why Montez and I have beef. Girl, we ride with you. Welcome to the squad.
I will say, if they build Jade and Charlotte up correctly, that feud will be amazing. Now, do I think they're going in the right direction? I'm not quite sure because they had the smoking gun when Jade came back in her face and was doing all of this. And then they just went, phew. So I don't know. So if they do it correctly, then yes. But if they do it half-heartedly, like they've been doing a lot of these female storylines, then it won't.
All right, biggest head scratcher of the night. I already told y'all, Obafemi.
What do you mean by head scratcher?
Why did it happen? Booking misstep or head scratcher? So kind of like when you rolled your eyes or was like, why did that happen? That I really feel like Oba should not have won the King of the Ring tournament, knowing what we know now that he's not actually going to be challenging at SummerSlam.
I say live in Io. Like that match wasn't necessary.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you there too.
I feel like Jade should have won the title.
Oh, that's a good one. That's fair.
I feel like she shouldn't have lost it to begin with, and she needs one back soon.
She does, because how you going to be a dominant faction leader without dominant something? So yeah. All right, we got most head scratching moment of the night. Sami Zayn winning because nobody knew it was going to happen. Facts. Nobody knew. We were confusion. Not Mother Thunderclap. Is she dropping the baby and coming back? Oh, the master theory is that Naomi will return at SummerSlam.
You know what? I ain't gonna hold you. I would appreciate that. I would love.
I knew I was gonna wake her up
because that's where I met her. I met her at SummerSlam, and that was when she found out she was pregnant. After that was like, so that would be amazing. And especially with her being silent on social media. Like, we don't know nothing. The only time we saw a glimpse of her was when Jay posted her for, I guess, their anniversary or something. And we were all like, and then, of course, AI and everybody else was starting to, like, put babies in there. It's like, guys,
y'all are weird.
The baby. Stop doing that. Y'all, that's ridiculous.
Y'all are weird. Stop doing that. Don't make up babies. Like, this is why people stop sharing baby pictures. And you know what? Y'all suck. Y'all suck, because that could have been a moment for us, but you ruined it. Just saying. Now, Bianca's definitely not going to do it. So we're just going to wonder what that baby looks like when they're 4. So we're going to probably see them when they're 4 or 5 and walking. And we're going to be like, dang, we missed all the fun. All right, let's see.
Ooh, wait, this is a good question. This is a good question. Dalton, you asked a good question.
You're on one tonight. Let's see. Do you think Paul Heyman needs to... Yes. Let's see. Who could he... You know what? Oh, where do I go with this? So many pieces here that I feel like this would be good. Sheesh. Who do I think this would be good with? I need a minute. Let's see.
Well, we can start with the baddies.
I don't know if I like Paul Heyman as that. I don't think I like Paul Heyman with that. Maybe, though, because Jade used to have someone talking for her in AEW. He was a lawyer guy. So maybe I could see that. You know who needs to manage the baddies? Carmella. Can we have that? The original.
Or Zelina.
Oh, my God. That would be so good. Yes. But I could see Carmella doing a really good job at that, though. I could see Carmella doing a really good job.
I said we're missing Carmella. Carmella would be like the fourth.
We miss you, girl. Missed you. I know you being mom. We feel you. We moms. We miss you. Okay. Let's see. Lyra as someone that Paul Heyman manages. I thought about that, but then I kind of backed off of that because I'm not sure about that one. Jordan Grace is what Candace said. You know what? I think that would be good for her.
Yes.
I think that would be really good for her. You know who I would pick?
Who?
Julia. Because I think Julia is such a dominant, like if they let her wrestle the style that she really wrestles, which is a little harder than other people, I could absolutely see Paul Heyman doing a good job with her. Because Kiana being her mouthpiece was a terrible idea. It was terrible. Natty is another one that would be a good one for Paul Heyman.
Especially if Natty's trying to get somewhere and she's trying to get a title and she's trying to get all these different things. I think that would be. Or, I mean, from left field, Maxine.
I thought about Maxine too, but I was like, I don't know if I like that. I think that is closer to something that might actually happen with her affiliation with the Austin Theory. Oh, Kay Scott Red also met Naomi for Evolution. She was also very nice. And she said, I'm manifesting a Naomi return at SummerSlam. I will absolutely jump out of my seat for that. I ain't gonna hold you. I might start crying.
Okay, so maybe we would do like a little watch party just for that, so then we can all react naturally.
Hey! Yay. Thank you, Kay Scott Red. They do need to let Julia wrestle like she was doing during her Stardom days. For real skis. Please. All right. Kevlin, did you pick your misstep and head scratcher, or did I skip you?
I did.
Okay, great. I just want to make sure. Ivy Dalton? We haven't seen her in a billion years. That's an interesting one too.
Absolutely. No, I don't think she. No.
You don't think so? She's really like technically great if you actually watch her. But I'm not saying we don't see her a lot.
Wait, who you talking about? Like the wrestler that we grew up with, Ivy? I mean, there's another wrestler that named Ivy.
No, Ivy, the one who was in that Alpha.
Oh, that's her name. My bad. Sorry.
Okay. Looking ahead at the rest of the summer. What is the number one Fallout match we desperately need to see booked next?
Ooh. Desperately?
Ooh. I'm going to answer this for a second. I got to tell you this because you'll be excited. Okay. Mother Thunderclap. Hear me out. Jada Parker. Join the baddies as a true enforcer for Jade.
But she got to come back as the Jada Parker that we know, not the soft one that she.
I like that though.
Oh, she coming back though. I don't know if you saw NXT this week, but she looked them dead in the eye. She was like, and won, and did. So I can see that. I can see her on her way up. Okay, what Fallout match do we want booked? Let's see. I want to see Charlotte and Jade, but I want to see good Charlotte and Jade. Like I want them to like. Sometimes when they're in the ring, they look a little disjointed, and I don't know why. But I want to see like a really amazing match between these two.
I want to see Street Profits versus Usos.
Okay.
With the Street Profits still retaining, but I mean, I feel like, ooh. I mean, I know they won't, but I was going to say maybe they should do a ladder TLC match.
Oh, they did a really good one. Okay. Kevlin, what you think?
I want to see Trick Williams and Carmelo again.
That was really good. I want to see that on a pay-per-view.
Yes.
That's what I want to see.
Because they're that good.
And by not pay-per-views, sorry, PLEs.
PLE, yes.
Okay. You know what I don't want to ever see again? Because the next thing we're talking about is NXT. I never want to see that many commercials watching a premium live event again. Because the way that took me all the way out of NXT's PLE was crazy. I stopped paying attention. I stopped knowing what was going on. I stopped caring what was going on because of how distracted I was during their entire event. I felt like I should just watch it on YouTube later instead of trying to watch it on the CW because it was god awful. At least not the event, the okay. Because WWE needs to stop being an infomercial. I need them to stop that, please. All right, here we go. Same questions apply for NXT's Great American Bash. What was the match of the night that had you jumping off your couch? And I'm going to give you the match card, which is not here right now. Hold on. Sorry. Let me grab it. Oh, I had it. Maybe not. My bad. Let me grab the match card. My bad. So sorry. So that's what happens when you got so many of them. Okay. So we had NXT Women's Championship match, Kendall Gray versus Lola Vice. Tony D'Angelo versus Naraku? No, I'm going to get that one wrong. Women's North American Championship, Zarya versus Tatum Paxley. Men's North American Championship, Miles Bourne versus Tavion Heights. Women's Speed match, Wynn Sinclair versus Ariana Grace. And then Saquon Sugars versus Dion Lennox and Shiloh Hill versus Tristan Angels. There we go. You've been waiting for this, haven't you? You've been waiting for this. Hilarity. You've been waiting to get this out. Okay. That was hilarious. I was like, did I even give you the question yet? No. We back to question number 1. Good gracious. And it is, what was the match of the night that had you jumping off your couch? I can tell you for me, it was 100% Kendall Gray and Lola Vice.
I have to agree with you.
We was hyped watching.
We were. We really were.
So hyped.
It was so good.
We were so hyped. Like, I was like, can I get more of this? Can I don't know, something about Kendall. And I'm not the biggest Lola fan, but I thought they did such an amazing job together. Point blank, period. Okay, let's go question number 2, which is, which specific storyline or moment completely shifted the landscape of the division moving forward? I don't know if maybe Saquon Sugars versus Dion, because I felt like it helped cement him as like, I felt like it helped cement him as like a contender, like a real one, versus like someone who got lost in the dark state of it all. This is a good one. Candace, why are you not sold on Kendall yet? She's doing amazing stuff. Yeah.
Her promo was good last night.
Yes, it was. Yeah. Yes, it was. It was amazing. So I definitely think for me, that was pretty much it. All right. Next question is, who walked away as the ultimate winner of the night, even if they didn't actually win their match? I think that's a hard question. That's a hard question. I thought everybody looked really good. I think Tatum looked amazing. I think it didn't even matter that she didn't win the match with Zarya. I think she continues to be someone who comes full force into something and just kind of leaves an impression to me. So I think Tatum was really impressive throughout the night. I also did wonder how Tony beat Evil with that eye patch. It was such a huge eye patch, and he went through the daggone sideboard. Like, I don't know how he was getting up for me. So, Kevlin, what do you think?
I think for that very reason, that he was able to get through that match and win says a lot.
Yep. I definitely think it was really impressive. I thought Great American Bash was really good. It just was the daggone commercials for me. Evil because we getting that belt. Crazy work over here. We like Tony, okay? We like Tony. Just want to tell you. Interesting. You have a disconnect with Kendall. That's interesting, Candace. I'm curious to see if that changes. But yeah, we already answered that. And then, what was the biggest booking misstep or head scratcher of the show?
I ain't gonna hold you. I think Kendall. I think that match was great. I'm not gonna say that it wasn't, but I think Lola should have had it just a little bit longer, and then Kendall. I don't know. Maybe it's because Lola has 2 belts, but then has she even been at AAA lately? So I'm not sure.
I don't know if she's been at AAA lately. I haven't had a chance to watch that just yet. So,
I also don't want to say. I don't want to say because I like the Tatum and Zarya's match. I think that was really really good. Like Tatum, I'm always fascinated by her move. What's that? The cemetery? It's a cemetery.
Cemetery Driver.
Mm-hmm. But
yeah, it's really great. Yeah, I do think that's incredible. I love.
But I wouldn't say that I wouldn't say that was my biggest head scratcher. I don't think none of them actually. I think I just said the answer.
I know they felt pretty logical.
I think all of them were all on point. Like I couldn't say one or the other shouldn't have been there. Like I think all of them. The only thing that should have been there was the commercials. So I guess the head scratcher for the commercials. There we go.
I want to say same, but I'm trying to think of Miles versus Tavion and whether I thought I wanted Tavion to win. It was a really good match, but I think that one I would have liked to see Tavion win. I would have liked to see. I think I would have liked that. I know that's kind of like maybe not the most popular answer, but I definitely think that would have been my thinking around that. Okay. And the last 5 question, which is looking ahead at the rest of the summer, what is the number 1 Fallout match we desperately need to see booked next? Tony D, when it was not logical, okay, we hear you. We hear you. You got real beef.
The fact that he defeated all odds when he can only see out of one eyeball was actually
good. Got real beef. We hear you.
I don't know. Who would I want in NXT? I definitely want Jada needs to come out on top. I would
like to see her on a pay. She wasn't on the pay-per-view, and I really wish she was. So that was kind of annoying to me. I think the Fallout. I want to see Naraku, and I am never going to say that name right. Sorry, y'all. And Tony again. I do want to see them again with Tony with both eyes, and I want to see if that changes anything. I feel like that was almost a teaser for a match and not the final course. So I feel like I'd love to see that one again. I don't know what he got to do to get it. He attacked him at the end of NXT again. And we got a new chick who rolled up. So, yeah, we got a new chick who rolled up who has not been named because they don't have her new name cleared. But she was formerly known as Nikki Blackheart.
Okay, yeah, she did roll up. Okay, I was like, who are you talking about?
She rolled up, and I'm like, maybe. I'm like, I want to see what comes of that, but I'm not ready for that. So I'm just saying, Tony and Naruko again. All right, ready to talk a say?
Sure.
All right. Now, this one was fun. This was your first time watching?
Yes.
It was your first time. It was Kevlin's first time watching. I've been to a say. It was so much fun to see it on YouTube. I'm so wishing I could do that more often. Because it's the only way I feel like I keep up with characters. And to remind you what the card was, there was a Say Men's Championship match with the Darius Carter versus Caprice Coleman. I know there's a lot of black hearts working. We had the Pan African World Diaspora Wrestling World Championship, which was Shug D versus Bishop Khan versus Isaiah Bronner.
Mm-hmm.
We had the SA Men's Tag Team Championship match, the Ugly Gang versus the main event, TME. We had a SA Women's Championship match, Charity King versus Jordan Blade. We had a 4-hole challenge match, Darian Benston versus Lee Moriarty. And then we had the World Is Yours over the top rope rumble, first one. And then the last one was Alexis Littlefoot versus Leah Knight. Just to remind you of the card. All right, first question. What was the match of the night that had you jumping off your couch?
Ooh, I don't know. I feel like they were all good. Like, I feel like they were all good.
I'm like,
I ain't gonna
let me
hold you.
think.
I did like Charity King. I like Charity. Right? Her name, right? That's her name, right? I'm saying it right? Jeez. Okay.
You are.
I like that
Yes, you
match.
are.
Like that was really like intense. Like it was like
It was sick, and then her getting attacked was a lot. It was a lot.
yeah, like that was really because I think how I look at like the match of the night is like how intense it was. Like how I'm like on the edge of my seat and like don't know, it can go either way.
We'll be sure to let him know.
But I mean, I'm gonna say that match right now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I really, really did enjoy that Rumble, but I mean, the Rumble was kind of good. Like, I mean, I think the men's championship match was great. I think the women's I mean, I thought it was all really good, and that's where it's hard for me to like consider what I thought the match of the night was. But I think that was the Rumble because there was so much going on. There were so many characters and so many stories, and I was just in it to win it. Like I was serious about this. So I feel like that was great. But I also did really love that championship match because Darius Carter is something. Y'all don't know. Y'all got to watch that on YouTube. It was a delight. So absolutely. All right, Kevin, what you got?
I think I'm probably tied for Darius's match in the Rumble.
It was so good. I think it was good. So I get that. That just was hard. Okay, let's see. Which specific storyline or moment alone completely shifted the landscape of the division moving forward? I definitely think it was the Charity King like attack because she's been such a dominant champion, period. To see her like barely able to get up, to see her being like tried to be carried to the back, that made me that shook a little bit. I was like, oh my God, you've been so dominant this entire time. Like, I almost didn't think that could happen. So I think that was the moment that really shook me for sure.
I'm gonna say the same. I mean, definitely. I think, especially when you watch somebody be so strong and then pretty much get broken down, and you're like,
in a real and serious way.
Yeah, right. You're like, nah, girl, get up. What are you doing? Like, insert your dominance. What just happened? And then knowing that they can't right now because they're broken all the way down.
Yes, I do. That was tough. Kevin.
What do you think, Kevin?
I was gonna say, I didn't think that the gentleman that won the Rumble was going to win.
No.
I wasn't expecting that. I was not, especially with all the different.
There were so many different people.
Literally, like the people that were there, I wasn't expecting that for sure. But we'll see where it goes.
I mean, yeah, I'm definitely excited to keep following it. Okay, let's see. Next question. Who walked away as the ultimate winner of the night, even if they didn't actually win their match? You know who did for me?
Who?
Isaiah, because we
Yeah?
got to see him twice. So I felt like he was definitely a winner for me because I wasn't familiar with his work prior. And so I was like, ooh, I'm glad we follow him. I'm glad we've had him on the show. Like, I'm really excited to continue to follow him. And he almost won that world
He
championship.
did. That was gonna be my
So-
upset. My upset was gonna be like him because it was like he stole that one.
He did. He did. That was crazy work. All right. That was a really good match, though.
It was.
Kevin, did you pick?
I did not. And I'm trying to think of who I want to pick.
I know. Welcome. Oh, yes. I just figured out my next one as I was looking at the card. I was like, ding, ding, ding. This is the biggest head scratcher. Like, for real, for real.
Oh, no, wait. I did pick, didn't I?
As the ultimate winner of the night? No.
Okay. So, oh, my bad. All right. So, the ultimate winner of the night, I'd probably say, for the fact that he is the age that he is and he's still wrestling like he is, I gotta give it to him. I gotta give it to him. I'm sorry.
You got to give it to who?
Darius. I gotta give it to him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. The way that man showed up and is wrestling like he is, I was like, listen, I'm trying to be like that when I'm 50, you know? Like, okay.
Yeah. I mean,
With the best of them.
he was amazing. He was really amazing. So I feel you on that one. Tanisha, did you pick or did you just comment on my pick?
I comment on your pick because that's who I had in my head.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I forgot we had the technical wrestling match where it was just strictly technical wrestling. Like it was just grappling and nothing else until they both disqualified themselves.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's my biggest scratcher.
Yeah, that is, yes, but we're still on the person.
Sorry.
We're not on that question yet.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's my big head scratcher. That literally is. So yeah. All right. Who you got?
You didn't ask the question yet.
I did ask the last question. Did you answer it? No, you just commented on mine.
I commented on yours because that was my answer.
Oh. Okay. Who was the biggest booking misstep or head scratcher of the show? That daggone holds match. Okay. The way that they both got disqualified was confusion to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was really confused and upset because it was such a really great match to watch them grapple and all of the things. And I was looking at Miss.
Like no striking. No, what is the
no
word?
striking.
No striking. Sorry, I was getting
Sorry.
Hey,
what is happening? Here. Do not be getting us kicked off TikTok.
Maybe I should maybe I should wait for my sound. Nobody's gonna call me.
No, thank you. It was just my regular boring ringtone. So sorry. All right, so yeah, I didn't like. That was such an exceptional match. Darian, Bankston, and Lee Moriarty. Wow. To be disqualified because they forgot they can't hit each other. Like, stop playing. Stop playing.
You definitely knew y'all couldn't hit each other. Y'all got mad. Someone got mad.
Exactly. I was like, I wanted to throw popcorn at my screen. I was very upset.
I really upset.
For real.
I would have chose the same.
Yeah, because we all were like,
but I do got a question though. Charity, do you really feel like she got hurt that bad to where she couldn't walk out?
I think.
Let's just hope it's a work.
Yeah, what she said. let's hope it's a work.
I couldn't. I was like, sis, how many times are we gonna fall? Then they tried to help me. You didn't let them.
The cool part is when you watch it in person, like you be so into it that you're not nearly like as focused as that. But I was geared into her. Like, are you gonna crawl to back? Like, what's happening?
Listen, and did.
Wait, you know what this reminds me of? When I was at Slammiversary last year and I was convinced that Trick hurt himself. And everyone was there. And y'all like, nah, it's work. I said, nah. He keeps
She
falling.
was.
He can't stand
She
up.
was.
And then for him to come back, I was like, now I feel like I got tricked because I got tricked by Trick.
Right. That's
You
good.
did.
I like that.
You did get tricked. All right, looking ahead at the rest of the summer, what's the number one Fallout match you need to see booked next? I'm going to tell you. It needs to be Billy Dixon and Darius Lockhart. That's what I'm trying to see next. That is what I'm trying to see
That's
next.
the one who did the promo. That was the one who did the promos and they was talking junk to each other. And I was like,
yes.
I said, can we get them in the ring? Because I think he said if he didn't win, he quit. And I was like, how you get back? Like, I want to see the next episode. So I'm trying to see the next episode. How he get back in?
Yeah. They were talking a lot of smack. So I'm going to agree with you on that one. Because that promo, because at first, I ain't going to hold you. Ashay, I appreciate it. But some of the stuff that was in the middle, I was like, what's happening? What's going on? I just felt
I was
like,
geared in.
I mean, but you've been to the show, so you knew what to expect. Me, I was just saying like, why are you singing?
Oh, you mean like when the oatmeal pies came out? Listen, like, what's happening?
It was a lot going on. I was like, what's going on? Why? But that promo for me was like, oh, y'all were friends? Oh, he got a lot of ammo. Oh.
A lot of angriness, a lot of hostility. It was real. I highly recommend, if you did not see it, pick it up on YouTube because it was very fun to watch. For real. And it's for us, by us.
Yes. I do have an answer. I can't wait to see. Now, granted, I forgot his name, but I know he's a new champion now. And Isaiah.
Should be, I think. Yeah.
Okay. And Isaiah Boner going for the championship. I can't wait to see
that.
Because
that'd be good.
I'm going to hold you. The match was good. And the fact that you pretty much stole it from him, because it was like right there.
Stole.
I have to see.
It's strong.
I have to see how it's a strong word. Whatever. I
will say, in my honorable mentions, Bishop Khan, I didn't know about you, but now I do. We'll be following. And I've seen him in AEW, so I don't know why it didn't ring until I saw him on the Shade. But I was like, oh, yeah. Hi, hello, I'm a fan. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be a good one too. I'm just saying, it was great to find a Shay and to be excited that we can watch another one. All right, ready to wrap these up with the last two. We got AEW's Forbidden Door, girl. And the experience we went through, Kevlin, we went through it. It was very long, but very good.
But it was worth watching.
It was worth every bit of that $39.99. I'll hold you. Okay, first question. What was the match of the night that had you jumping off your couch? We all know how I feel about this. This was 100% Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland. Like, I was so freaking amped up. I don't even think I went to bed. Like, I was so amped during that match. And after, it was incredible. It was incredible. And to me, really solidified how different AEW and WWE are and what they can do and the technicians in the ring. So for me, it was really impressive. Even the blood, which normally gets on my nerves, did not do that for me. I was in. I just kind of ignored it after a while and was like, please don't faint from blood loss. That's where I was going. Because we already saw that this weekend. Bandito and Moxley. I feel you. That was a good one too. All right, Kevlin, what you got?
I thoroughly enjoyed Ospreay as well. Not gonna lie. But I would probably say there was one other one. I'm trying to find it. Give me the card again.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't even tell you what the card was. It was AEW World Championship Owen Hart's men's tournament final. That's a lot. Okay. Will Ospreay versus Swerve Strickland. That's one we just talked about. There was a women's tournament final, which is Mercedes Moné and Maya World. There's a 12-man steel cage match. MJF, Okada, Fletcher, Knight, Andrade, Jake Doyle, all from the black hole that is the Don Callis family, minus MJF, who just hired them. And then you have Mark Briscoe, Takeshita, Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, Darby Allin. They were the ones eating the orange slices. And then we have Kenny Omega and Zack Sabre Jr. Then we had Tekla versus Starlight Kid. We had Cage and Colt versus the Dogs. We had Shada Umino versus Pac. It was the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship. We had the AEW Continental Championship, Jon Moxley and Bandito, which Makai said down here. We had three-way tag team match, El Sky Team, Mystico and Máscara Dorada versus Telemundo paying off. And then Young Bucks versus Unbound Company. And then we had two buy-in matches, which was Divine Dominion versus Thunder Rosa and Olympia, and then Makia, I think is her name, versus Sky Blue.
That was a lot.
Sorry. I don't think I watched the beginning. Y'all didn't do the beat. Y'all didn't do the buy-ins. I watched that. So I
enjoyed it was a lot going on, and I kept saying that while it was going on, but that 12-man that match
was crazy.
I literally was looking at I kept saying, what's happening? Okay, wait.
That's the orange slices, right? That one.
It was a lot going on, but it was so good though.
It was.
I still couldn't pull my eyes away regardless of the fact that it was a lot.
And then when you screamed out orange slices, I almost didn't make it. I was like, yeah, she did bring out the orange slices. Poor Kyle. You know what? Kyle Fletcher, I'm not sure he deserved orange juice in that cut. It seemed like that would be devastating for me. Just telling you. All right, go ahead.
I mean, that's my match. I mean, I'm not
that was your match too?
Because, well, I feel like anytime there's multiple, like even like the last AEW, and I was just like, look at all the people and what is the nonsense that's happening and who's over here? Stop making the face. Stop making the face.
It was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry, people on TikTok, I got lost a little bit. I'll come back to you. Go ahead.
That's it. That's the match, I would say.
That's the match? Okay. Number 2. Which specific storyline or moment completely shifted the landscape of the division moving forward? I think I'm going to go with that steel cage match and Andrade turning on the Don Callis family and MJF, because I think he's headed towards championship glory, and I'm in it. I'm ready.
I think Jay White coming back in the Bang Bang Gang.
Yeah, that's going to be amazing. Not going to lie.
I don't know who that is, but okay. I just want to say bang bang. Bang bang.
That's Switchblade Jay White, and he's great. And it was great. It was. I was excited. We haven't seen them all together in a really long time, so I'm really excited to see them get into shenanigans. Who walked away as the ultimate winner of the night, even if they didn't actually win their match? Maya World, period.
Yeah. Yes.
Maya World, period. That girl put her heart and her soul into that match with Mercedes, and it looked so good. I know you guys have mentioned it over here in Makai. It was so, so good. And to see two Black women really get it in, I didn't feel like it was like as monumental as like WWE made Sasha and Bianca together, but I definitely think it was a well-wrestled, executed match. It looked hard-hitting. It looked like Mercedes got kicked in the face. It looked like Maya got kicked in the face. I was like, listen, they went in and they went after each other, and it was excellent.
I'm going to have to go with Swerve.
Okay.
I want to go with Swerve on this one because he was he gave that thing everything he had. I didn't think that he was going to lose. I'm not going to lie. But the way they bled was insane. But I felt like he was just not going out like that. And so I'm going to give it to him. Although I do like Ospreay. I think that he definitely put his heart and soul into that match like he always does. But that was a match for the ages. For me, I think that was pretty good.
Absolutely. What you got, Tanisha? Don't forget to tell us what you got in the chat, guys. I still am watching both the TikTok chat and our YouTube chats, our Facebook chats, our X chats, our Twitch chats. Still watching them all.
I don't know. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't got an answer. I don't know.
Okay. I thought this is a good thing to know. Watching her go, this is Maya, from wrestling on the indies to one of the best in the women's division, made Maya World the winner of the night.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
I definitely think
so.
It
for sure. She definitely brought that.
She definitely brought it to Mercedes. She said, let's get it, and did. All right. What was the biggest booking misstep or head scratcher of the show?
Well, I mean, anytime they put old people together, I feel like it's a no-brainer. But
did you say old people?
I did.
Why am I here?
My boys like that. Don't do them
I
like
don't know.
that.
I told you this was gonna be her favorite batch, and she wasn't even there watching it with us.
It was one of my favorites. Not gonna lie.
I'm gonna hold you. I'm not gonna say their match probably wasn't amazing, and I did catch the highlights, so don't go too hard on me. Okay, I caught the highlights, but
did.
you know, it's one of those. It's just time for them to take a vacation.
Hope and Cage, you mean?
Yep, and then come back, and then they come back if they want to. They need a vacation. Just like go to maybe go to Love Island. No, don't go to Love Island.
They're both I think they're both married. I mean,
that's why I just said don't go there. I said, wait, hold on, pause. They can go to the island that it's at, but they cannot go there.
So they could go to Fiji. Heard. Go to Fiji. Okay. There's a note. There's a moment. I'm gonna tell you, that was a good one. I wasn't sure what the answer was gonna be, but then I remember Leo Rush was in that daggone tag team cage situation, and I thought, what? Why did they put him in a bag that looked like he fit in like a body bag, and then put him in a chain, and then drag him to the back? Did anybody leave my man some air? Did they give him some water? I just had questions. I was like, this is a lot to go through. As I was watching it, I was so disturbed. And then I was like, I still am disturbed. I don't got nothing else to add there. What? I don't understand these things. I don't understand. It's okay that I'm lost and confused.
Okay. The way that they chained that bag though, and put him back up under the
I understand. Because they're not understanding why.
Is he a demon? Can someone tell me what he's trying to be?
I don't know.
I don't even think he knows what he's trying to be.
I don't know.
Gollum?
Yes, that's what I said. He gives me the Lord of the Rings. Oh, precious.
Yeah, literally.
That was used to be different. He used to be different. I don't. No. Anyway, so basically, we agreed with you, Mikai. I'm still disturbed thinking about it. Anyway, looking ahead to the rest of the summer, and Kevin, we did get the chance to watch Dynamite. What is the number one fallout match we're desperately need to see booked next? And this is an interesting question because we got All In coming up, so we have Wembley. Sheesh capiche. This is hard. Mercedes is going to be going against Tekla. And I don't know how that's going to go.
She's a lot.
I don't know. Also, special honorable match. I mean, like, all the matches on this card were really, really good. I will say, like, we were in it. But I will say that, like, watching Tekla and the Starlight Kid, that was wild.
It was.
I don't know how Mercedes and Tekla are going to get it together. I am like, how is this going to happen? How are you going to work together? Because Tekla is something. And so I'm like, will she bring out a new energy from Mercedes? Is she going to have to, add a new layer of viciousness to her?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm excited to see that.
Tekla's a lot for even Mercedes. To me, like, I don't know about that. We'll have to see.
Yeah, that's a little like, woo, scared. I don't know.
Akata.
Can someone tell me what the rain is? What is that? Makai, explain that. I mean, I was.
White diamond ring. For the
Like
ring.
rain outside, like the rain outside, like, you know.
What's the rain? Did I miss that?
So the MJF versus Leo
nothing?
Rush for the ring, though, is kind of funny because that's what got him put back in the bag in the first place. It's him trying to
Didn't it though? Well,
That
what's
was
the rain? Somebody want to tell us what the rain is? Please tell. I don't know what this is. What is the rain? Anyhow.
I'm trying to, I don't have a particular match, but I'm just trying to figure out where Osprey is going with the Death Riders and what's happening with that.
Everybody wants Osprey. I keep saying this. Like, watching everybody clamor for that man's affection is crazy work. And watching Mox hand him the Death Rider patch, I was just like, oh no, poor Candace. Candace is like, I'm missing it. I'm on the phone. You can come back and chime in later. You know we got you. We're happy to chime in the comments of our YouTube video. But him being handed that patch was like a big deal because Moxley don't do that. He don't just be inviting people in. And to see how they all surrounded the ring for him, I was watching it and I was like, is he part of the Death Riders? To just kind of see that patch situation, I was like, oh no. And then you got Kenny Omega over there talking about don't do it. Do
you think that Kenny Omega and Osprey are now gonna have some type of something?
I don't think there's any beef with them, but I'm wondering what's next for this, because I'm like, a part of me, I think. Okay, cool. Thanks, Makai, for explaining. He's always yelling the Reign because he's the Ring of Honor TV champion. Thank you for explaining. Here's the thing. I don't know what's next for the story a little bit, because it's so easy to remember how the Death Riders took him out, right? But then they built him into this like machine. And ultimately, for the story to work, you have a machine who can like destroy its like masters or trainers. But I really kind of like the idea, of Osprey in the Death Riders, except I don't think he's just gonna willingly follow John's orders. So I feel like we're in for some shenanigans galore. Does he join and realize it's not for him? Does he? I don't know where we're going. Does he turn on them? Especially if they're gonna like beat up Kenny Omega. Do you like?
Right. I can see that.
Oh, he did? Was this on Collision or was this on Dynamite? So he is part of the Death Rider. I'm just saying. So I don't know how that's gonna go, because Osprey's not one to follow people at all. So I don't know. Anybody else? Number one fallout match you want to see booked next, including you guys in the comments.
Andrade for the championship. Sorry.
Andrade for the championship. Okay.
I could see that, Tanisha. Especially after he just turned on them, I could definitely see that.
I want him to get that championship run, so that would make me happy. But I know Osprey is going to be facing MJF in Wembley. That's the next All In. Yeah. So
I'm looking forward to seeing that, honestly.
I'm very excited. All In and All Out, two of my favorite like must watch. They feel like WrestleMania and like SummerSlam for me. Like those feel like the ones you want to watch if you don't watch anything else. Because I usually skip Forbidden Door if I have to, but like I didn't want to this time. I didn't want to.
No, it was good.
There was a heel Osprey. I can't wait. I gotta dig. I gotta do some digging. It was Dynamite. Okay, we must have missed that. I don't know how I missed that. Okay, and last but not least, let's talk TNA.
Let's do it.
Let's Slammiversary was a time. A time was had during Slammiversary. The match card: TNA World Championship match. Mike Santana versus Nick Nemeth. TNA World Tag Team Championship 4-way ladder match. The System versus the Hardys versus the Righteous versus the Great Hands. Remember all the thugs? Anyway. TNA Knockouts World Championship match. Li Ying Lee and I forgot how to say her name already.
Yep, her friend. Keep going.
No.
Her ex-friend. The one who turned on her.
Yes, Zia. I'm going to say it wrong. Oh, my God. Brookside. I'm sorry.
It's going to be...
I literally tried to teach it to myself the other day because I'm like, Zia? Anyway, Brookside, and then Cedric in the X Division Championship Ultimate X match. Cedric Alexander versus Amazing Red versus Frankie Kazarian versus Mr. Elegant versus Casey Navarro versus Fabian Eckner versus Leon Slater. The TNA International Championship 3-way match, which was an open challenge, and then, 2 more people came. Mustafa Ali, Rich Swann, and Uha Nation. Uha. I'm sorry, Uha Nation. I'm sorry, I was looking at something else. All right, the No Surrender match, towel stipulation, Moose versus Eddie Edwards. TNA Knockouts Tag Team Championship match, the Elegance brand, M by Elegance and Heather by Elegance versus Rosemary and Allie. Rights to Music in the career match, Elijah versus AJ Francis. And then 2 pre-show matches that I don't think we saw. So, first question. One more time. What was the match of the night that had you jumping off your couch? He said, let's lock Tommy Dreamer from the building. You tripping. You tripping. You on one over here. That's crazy work.
I feel like I had 2 that were the match of the night for me. And that was Nick Nemeth and Mike Santana.
Okay.
And then Moose and Eddie Edwards were probably my top 2.
I'm going to go Moose and Eddie Edwards. I really, really like that match. Because as we were watching it, I told you it brought back my early 2000s, late 90s wrestling memories of families and wives getting involved and kids getting involved. And I was in it to win it. Okay. I was like, no, he didn't. Little boy broke his glasses. Moose's wife got thrown to the ground. Why she do that? Alicia and Eddie got speared through a table. Like, it was a lot. But it was so good. And I love all the missing dynamics. Sometimes I feel like when you create these stories, and it's really easy to get involved, right? It's really easy to see Moose's wife like come over. I was like, did she just go over the ramp? What you doing? What you doing? You don't go over the like barrier. But here she is over there. And then the son goes because he wants to see. Hi, baby girl. We be having secret special guests. Want to save your man. It was just so great. It was so great. All right, so yes, Moose. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'll be able to include that clip.
I don't think no. What makes it worse is the fact that she came and she goes.
Yes. So all that to say, Moose
family,
and Eddie Edwards.
Family, everything.
Moose versus Eddie Edwards was everything. That's what I'm saying. It was an excellent match. It was fun to watch. It was a good remembrance of all the like early wrestling shenanigans in the early 2000s, late 1990s. And I felt like I've missed that time. So it was really great to see that story. You 2 up. Who's next?
I mean, I was going to say
I did mine.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I was going to say Moose and Eddie. That match was who? Yeah,
Eddie Edwards. Mm-hmm. Oh. You just said Eddie. I was just giving you the last name.
Oh, thanks. That's okay. Anyway, I gave so many different layers, to where I think the story should be closed. I don't think it should be open, but Because I also now have questions because we had all this drama, but now you have a wife. So I'm kind of confused now. What was this drama really happening about? Um, but
Oh, I
anyway,
get it. I get it. It took
you
me a
get what I'm
minute. Well,
saying? I was like, wait.
well, he was being her savior, but as a friend, not as a romantic partner.
No, remember they had that whole thing where she was talking junk or something?
Yes, but I'm saying that's because
That
she
was a
was
friend. Oh,
a
see, that's what happens when you don't watch the whole thing. Anyway, misunderstanding of the communication. But yeah, that would be my match of the night. And then actually, I don't know if this would be the match of the night, but I'm just gonna say it's an honorary because I like. It was different to see the title
the
be in a
ex,
different. Yes, not
the
like
ex.
we're going for the ladder. We're doing like to see them actually having to climb to get
That was cool. Yeah,
that was something different and cool. Um, so I like that.
that was
I
the
guess
first
that could
time
be a
I've
match of the
ever
night
seen
too.
that match. So to me, that was like what was happening. I was like, that's the first time I've ever seen this match, and to see them climb over and to see all the amazing things that Leon was doing, it was just I understood. And to see Cedric steal it anyway, that was crazy work. Crazy work. I was like,
That
so if
was
you
crazy.
drop the title, you're not the winner. That's crazy. I didn't know
Like if you
that.
need to
That's crazy.
have it, you need to hold it. Hold on to it.
Apparently, you
And
gotta
then
hold it. You can't just drop it. Okay, so which specific storyline or moment completely shifted the landscape of the division moving forward?
Well, I think Mike Santana because he's gone.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I get that because he is gone. But I was gonna say the Zia Brookside win.
Okay.
I feel like Ling Yi Ling has been the champion for a while now, and it's her second championship reign, and so just to see Brookside come through and like, I'm interested. I'm interested. I want to know what's happening, and I love that. That's the feeling next.
I was gonna say the tag teams ladder match or whatever that was.
Oh, the Thus 4-way ladder match. Heard the
Mm-hmm.
Thus 4-way ladder
Mm-hmm.
match. I think her name's Zaya Brookside. It just came back to me. It only took 4 times of saying her name. Anyway, sorry, Zaya. I'm working on it. So, next question. Who walked away as the ultimate winner of the night, even if they didn't actually win their match? And for me, that was absolutely Mike Santana. Because like you said, he's gone and he's headed to WWE probably. So, I mean, did it really matter? Did it really matter? Probably not. Probably not as much as we thought it did.
I say the same.
I would second that. Sorry, go ahead, Tanisha.
Oh,
Oh
y'all
no,
said
no,
same.
we said the same. It's,
I,
it's. I mean,
literally.
because ultimately, like he always has so much passion when he's wrestling, and it's never a dull moment. Even when you think that, every match I've seen of Mike Santana has not made me go, what? Like you're not really wrestling your best. Like he is blood, sweat, and tears into it. So yeah.
And I did see his early work in AEW, and that's kind of what turned me on to him in the first place. And so to see how much he's changed and grown and where he is now, and to see like him bring that energy over to NXT or WWE, I'm really, really excited to see what's next for him. And I think it'll be an easy fit if they learn how to write. All right. What was the biggest booking misstep or head scratcher of the show? And I'm about to tell y'all. Okay. What was that finish to the Nick Nemeth and Mike Santana match? So blood loss. He basically passed out from blood loss. It wasn't that much blood, and I kind of feel like the problem was I have just seen AEW and seen them covered in blood. So it was kind of like, yeah, that's not enough blood to pass out. So yeah, that one just felt a little lackluster. I knew
Maybe
he
he's
could get there.
hypoglycemic. Maybe he's diabetic.
Maybe it just didn't work for me. They didn't give that context. If that was the case, then they should have gave that context. It did not. They did not. So at the end of the day, it just seemed, I felt like that weakened him a little bit instead of letting him go out on a strong note. Whereas, like, I feel like if he just lost to lose on his own merits, that made more sense than I'm passing out for blood loss. Okay, ladies, your turn.
I'm on. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, I would just say the ladder match.
That was a misstep for you?
I knew she was going to say this. I do this. You just said all the good things, so here we are. Okay. Why was the ladder match a misstep for you?
I'm ready to be on vacation.
Because what?
I said because I need to go on vacation.
She's trying to send these boys everywhere but home. She's trying to send these boys everywhere but home. That's crazy work.
Leave them alone.
Crazy work.
I'm not telling them to go. Leave them alone.
You said a misstep, but what was the other part of that question? It was a misstep or
Head scratcher.
Okay. For me, I don't really get the Demon Bunny. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Where was the Demon Bunny?
So it was Demon Bunny and the Elegance brand.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah, I don't know what was happening in that tag team match.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
With that, so, but they won.
They did, and I was like, I don't know if that was a good idea. That was the other thing. I'm not sure. That's a good idea.
Not my favorite. So
fair. All right, Tanisha, what you got?
I just told you.
Yes, okay, you did. I'm sorry. I'm just making sure everybody got a chance. Okay? Making sure everybody got a chance. All right. Looking ahead at the rest of the summer, what is the number one Fallout match we desperately need to see booked next?
Cedric got to defend that title because what was that?
Coming out the gate strong. You know what? Wrong. Yeah, I'm trying to think, and I'm like, does Zaya give Li Ying Li a rematch because she was a champion? Or do I feel like watching Nick Nemeth be the champion and scoot his way through matches is going to be interesting? I mean, I'm a little torn about that.
Well, I would love to see Sade go after her title.
Yes. Her match, she had a match with Tasha Steelz recently.
That was great.
And they're introducing a women's TV championship for TNA, so I'm kind of excited.
The knockout. Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited about that too. Like, I feel like we let some of the time fall off with TNA. We'll try to get them back in the mix again, because this was a pretty good one. And I feel like that leads me to my next conversation. We watched a lot of wrestling in the last week. I mean, we really, and not all of us do that on a daily basis. But what was your absolute favorite event of the entire weekend and why? You can only pick one to answer. Simulation. I can tell you hands down, AEW's Forbidden Door was my favorite event of the entire weekend because I got to be introduced to new people, because I got to see different styles, because I was focused from start to finish and I was in it. And even though I was working while I was trying to watch it, I was having a hard time working because I kept looking at the screen. I think all the matches had excellent caliber. I think it was diverse.
Hello?
It's you, but if you could stop interrupting my conversation. Why are you doing that? Except you're about to be muted.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
We can hear you. We can hear you. So, as I was saying, I think that was my favorite one. I think AEW was just great. It was great. And it was pretty perfect of an event for me. Here I go.
I was going to probably say AEW, but I've mentioned this to you as well. Pause. Go to Tanisha and I'll be right back.
Cool. Can you hear us? No?
I mean, I can hear you.
Crazy.
Before I couldn't hear you, and y'all
So
were
go
frozen
ahead.
on my screen.
I was like, no, we were not frozen. You don't have a favorite event of the weekend?
It was just too many. I don't have a favorite one. I mean, if I had to like pick, I guess a Shay, because that was different. But I don't have like a favorite. No.
Okay. All right. We'll let Evelyn come back when she's ready. Did anything that went down during the week completely change how you feel about a specific promotion?
I mean, WWE needs to maybe swap writers, so then Night of Champions could have a really good storyline of why we're having all these different type of, like, just one episode. Give me a one episode switcheroo and see what happens, or a collaboration.
That's a good one.
Because NXTs are telling their stories. I mean, granted, they're kind of messing up Natty and Jada. I'm not sure what's going on with that one, but
Fair.
everyone else's, I think they are. You know what I just realized? Blake Monroe hasn't been out here in a while, but
She's supposed to be on SmackDown. She's supposed to be coming to SmackDown.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that just clicked in my head because I'm going like the stories, and then I'm like, she had a good story
Blake?
too at some point. Where's she at? But I'm just saying, that would be what I would say with the promotions.
Dynamite, that's a good one. All right, Kevlin, which was your favorite event of the entire weekend and why?
I think it was, for me, a cross between AEW and TNA. And we talked about it a little bit offline, but I feel like they really wrestle. Like, it's not an infomercial. It's not who's popular. It's not anything other than we about to put on this show for y'all and y'all about to enjoy it. And I really enjoy that as like a true wrestling fan. Like, it's not about the who's important or whose storyline is this or that. I really enjoy just the wrestling of it all. So
I definitely could see that, because to me, AEW was just, it was almost the best of all the worlds in a lot of ways. It was very easy to see the difference of all the different, promotions and how they handle things in their writing. So I think I definitely saw a lot of that too. All right. So the second question is, did anything that went down this week completely change how you feel about a specific promotion?
I felt like Clash of Champions, not Clash of Champions, that's what I want to say.
Night of Champions.
Kind of was somewhat of a letdown in some ways compared to the other brands.
I definitely feel you. And I think we talked about this offline a little bit, but I think because we were kind of forced to watch them back to back to back to back, that it just became, did I really like all of them? We had to pay for most of them, right? So it's like, was WWE worth the money? I think it was worth seeing Sammy win, but hearing that he's going to lose it, that's a little disappointing.
Yeah.
But I think that was the only thing that really held my attention, except Seth and Braun's cage match. That was really good. But I can definitely, to me, it really showcased the differences in what you might see and what you may want to see. Because at the end of the day, I feel like I want to see great wrestling. I want to see a good storyline. And I feel like it really did show me how WWE has fallen off, which is just, it's kind of disappointing for me as someone who just has been a fan forever. I was really hoping that it was like rebounding in a way from our previous disappointment, but now it just feels like it's not. And then when you put it against like the stories in TNA and you put it against the stories in AEW and you put it against the Ashay stories, then you're kind of like, Ashay is an independent. You know what I'm saying? Why are their stories better than yours? Why are they easier to follow? So that's my thinking. That's how it made me feel.
Same. They definitely dropped the ball when you have they spend so much time trying to be number one and stay number one by making sure that they book their pay-per-views around everybody else's pay-per-views. So now it's like I feel like this also was the first night that it really wasn't like you had to pick which one you wanted to watch, which was kind of crazy. But the NXT, you did have to go like, do you want to watch this or are you going to watch that? I think WWE is definitely getting out of touch with what made them WWE. What made the celebrities did want to be on your show? What made all of that? Like now, this is just more like, you know, y'all just trying to get as much money as you can. And I get it, as a business, you want to build your brand and things of that nature, but your brand is already built,
right?
So you're just supposed to be adding on to it. And like, I ain't gonna hold you, like, to have the ring and we still have ads in the ring. What are we having ads in the ring for? I don't like it's turning into something more than what it is. And then, they could have went in so many different other directions. Like, you're collecting promotions to not really showcase them like that, or you're actually now starting to compete against your promotions that you're doing for what?
I don't know. I definitely think it gave a spotlight to how greed focused it's become, which is disappointing, I feel like, because as fans, I'll buy the tickets if I think they're worth my time. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be interested anytime. But to also see how storylines are handled, how advertising is handled, it just feels a little bit more blatant. And then WWE has no problem. They want to show you how everyone traveled there to see it. Or, I don't want you spending time on my TV to tell me about the 14 people who you paid to be here or who wanted to be on camera. I don't want to see people's names in the middle of the ring because you offer that as a perk now. Are you going to put their names on the ramp too? Don't let that be a thing. But like, it's getting to the point where it's like, at what point do you say enough is enough? And that's disappointing because you do have these amazing talents that I do want to continue to support, right? Like, we love Roman, we love Seth, we love what Trick and Carmelo are doing. We love the women's wrestlers, but somehow it feels like that has gotten lost a little bit. All right, last question. If you were forced to choose just one promotion to watch moving forward for the rest of the summer, what would it be?
Sorry, I got distracted by the comment because that's definitely one of my things. But can you just repeat that for me, please?
Ooh, I didn't see these. Sorry, I didn't roll back. Candace came back. Sorry. Oh, that's a good point. Let's pop this one. This one? 5 to 6 hour pay-per-view?
I
This
just
is
like
why I was
glanced over and I
glad.
was like, yes, this is the one thing I always complain about. I'm like, girl, why are we here at 1 o'clock?
Yes. Which was great because we absolutely watched that over a course of 2 days. And so we were not up to 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning watching that. And so, yeah, I felt like that made my life a little easier. I did have to stay off the internet. It was a little hard, but I did it. Just saying. All right. Forbidden Door had the best matches and the best wrestling spectacle. All right. So we on here. All right. So, all right, you guys, if you were forced to choose just one promotion to watch moving forward for the rest of the summer, what would it be?
Well, I don't know. I can't say no to Roman, so I'm not sure about that one. That's a hard question.
Fair.
That's a hard question. I mean, yeah, no, I can't answer that truthfully because we all know we'll be sneaking to watch WWE. So
Well, yeah, but I'm like, if you were forced to choose, this doesn't mean you're actually going to do it. Like, it's just saying hypothetically.
well, if I was forced to choose, it would be WWE, unfortunately.
Okay. Kevin, what you got?
I
Candace
think
over
if
here
I
talking
had
AEW.
to absolutely choose based off of what we just watched, it would be AEW.
I am so sad to say I absolutely agree with you that it would be AEW for me too. Which I'm like, y'all understand, I done got full circle in a year. It came full circle. I stopped watching it, and now I'm like, that's the thing that I really do want to watch. I also really like AAA, so I'm like, if I had to pick and choose, I might have to, I ain't got to really work on days. Saturday, sometimes they move their days around, but I feel like if there was only one thing I would watch, it probably would be AEW. Which is so disappointing because the way I would miss Seth and Roman is crazy pants. So yeah, I'm glad that we're not forced because we can make our own decisions. And y'all who are watching, please let us know in the chats or in the comments if you were forced to pick just one promotion after this crazy wrestling weekend we've had. Tell us what you picked. All right, so my God, we have gone through it all. It's almost 3 hours in, and we still did it, watching God knows how many TV shows. We spent a lot every other day practically with Love Island. And then we spent the evenings with WWE, or the afternoons and the days with WWE, AEW, TNA,
NXT.
NXT, all the above, all the things. So I say, like, it was a successful weekend, but maybe we never have to do it again this hard. Y'all really took it out of us. It's the only thing we could really do. I got a book that's just sitting here and not being read on my vacation. But with that, we want to thank you for joining us for a 4th of July special edition for the weekend. We hope you are safe. We hope that you are enjoying the time with your family and your friends, loved ones, pets. We hope you're keeping cool because this heat wave is doing something to many of us. So please make sure you are hydrated because we want to see you back when we're live again next week. And with that, where can they follow us, Tanisha?
So you can follow me, Tanisha, at Tanisha_MamaPod on Instagram and TikTok. You can follow Kiara at KiaraMamaPod, no space, no underscore, on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, everywhere, pretty much, except on Twitter. You can find her as Content Vixen. And Kevin, you can't find her. She is in witness protection.
Still.
She's, yeah. Mm-hmm. No.
She might break out one day. Oh,
maybe. I doubt it. But also, you can listen to us because we are a podcast. So you can listen to us on Amazon Music, Amazon Audible, Pocket Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Music.
Yeah. We want to remind you that if you want to be part of our squad, we have 2. You can join us on Facebook, a free community where you can get to see my wrestling recaps, which will be coming back. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been busy, but they're coming back. And then we can discuss all the events in there as well. Feel free to pop your own post in. You have that ability. And then also you can join us on Patreon if you want to just find out our latest backstage shenanigans, or you want to see what we're doing next, or you want to buy our season 1 mixtape. That's where it is. Exclusive access on our Patreon. $5. And it's hot. I ain't going to lie. Like that Streets Are Talking, you can get your own copy of that song, should that be what you want. And don't forget to like, share, comment, bring a friend next time. Join our squad. We appreciate you. Thank you for hanging with us on TikTok. Y'all hung tight today. We got 350 likes today. Y'all showed up. I want to thank everybody on YouTube, on X, on Facebook, on Twitch, everywhere. So thank y'all for kicking it with us on your vacation. I'm hoping that you are also on vacation and not at work. That's what I wish for you all. Enjoy your wonderful 4th of July. Hopefully barbecues, and that's that.
Send me a plate, anything. I mean, whatever. And then also, guys, make sure you tune in for part 2 of our mental health men's special on Midnight Confessions on Thursday.
And don't forget to subscribe. I don't want to, y'all know.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're almost at 500 subscribers, which is our first goal for the year. So we'd love to meet that before August. So like I said, bring a friend.
On YouTube.
And on YouTube. And as a matter of fact, subscribe everywhere because we like to release random content and we like to go live. And the only way you're going to find out is via our random channels. And so with that, we want to say we're not new to this.
We're so true to this. And this was Main Event Mamas. Midday with the Mamas. Bye.
Bye, guys. Love you too, Dalton.
Yeah, love you too. That's right.
The main event mama's bringing her